let's do this. I do believe that home court is huge in a Game 7. And the numbers back me up on that. The home team in Game 7 wins 75% of the time. And for the Minnesota Timberwolves to win this series, they will have to have won 3 games here in Denver. That shouldn't be possible. Not with this Nuggets team, not with that home court advantage. But then again, we just watched the Avalanche score 1 goal per game in 3 straight losses here at Ball Arena and get eliminated on Friday night by the Dallas Stars. So anything can happen in a Game 7. But yeah, 75% of the home team, you know what, that's good odds. That's good odds. All right, so let's do this. Let's look back on the Game 7 history for your Denver Nuggets and what do you think it might mean tonight. We head all the way back to the 2018-2019 season. That was when this current streak of 6 straight seasons of making the playoffs began. And in the first round, the Nuggets beat the Spurs in a Game 7 here in Denver. It was an insanely low-scoring game. The Nuggets won that thing 90-86. Joker had a triple-double. Nuggets won that game despite shooting 2 of 20 from 3 and shooting 39% from the field. That was just one of those games where the offenses just were not flowing. But then again, the Nuggets offense then is not the Nuggets offense now. So they win that Game 7. Everybody's happy. Same year, very next week, second round, Nuggets lost Game 7 here in Denver to the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers sat on that court and celebrated a Game 7 win, and it was really the point where Nikola Jokic was like, never again. Never again. I'm never going to drop, I'm never going to feel like that again. The Blazers won that thing 196. The Nuggets, once again, terrible shooting percentage from 3. They were 2 of 19 from 3. They shot 37% from the field. Will Barton led the Nuggets bench in scoring with 8 points. Joker had 29. Nuggets get eliminated from the playoffs. They lose that Game 7. So then next up is the 2 most recent Game 7s for the Nuggets and the 2 most famous Game 7s in Nuggets history and some of the more famous Game 7s in NBA history. It was 2020. It was the bubble. Nuggets become the first team in NBA history to rally from 3-1 down in the same postseason twice. Twice they did it. It was absolutely crazy. Game 7 in the first round saw the Nuggets beat the Jazz 80-78. Joker had 30. Rudy Gobert and Mike Conley played on that game. They were on the losing side of that game in the bubble. Matter of fact, it was Mike Conley who had a 3 late, right, that could have tied it or won it. I think he won it, right? Mike could have won it with that 3. But he misses. Nuggets win that Game 7. They move on to the second round, and guess what? In the second round of that one, we get another Game 7. That was against the Clippers, and the Nuggets are good in that one. Nuggets took care of business in that Game 7. They won that thing 104-89. Jamal had 40. Joker had 16, 22, and 13. And the Nuggets moved on to the Western Conference Finals where they lost to the eventual champion LA Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. But that team, that Game 7 featured Joker and Jamal, but it also had Jeremy Grant, Gary Harris played in that game, Monte Morris played in that game, Torrey Craig was in that game, Paul Millsap. MPJ was a youngster coming off the bench for the Nuggets at that point. So that is the Game 7 history for your Denver Nuggets, at least when it comes to this core of players. So how do the Nuggets get it tonight? Offense in Game 7s is usually tough to come by, but the Pacers didn't have a problem earlier this afternoon, and Coach Malone just addressed the media, and oddly enough, he said, I usually focus on defense, because defense, wins championships and wins games. But he did point out that in this series, specifically, that the defense hasn't been leading to offense like normal. So he wants to start the offense hot, start the offense off right, and then he thinks that will help them defensively. Now, when it comes to the Game 7 history of the Minnesota Timberwolves, listen, the Minnesota Timberwolves postseason history sucks. They're bad. They've been bad. They've been awful. They finally got a team together, but it's been 20 years since Minnesota last played a Game 7. Although, as a matter of fact, it's crazy enough, 20 years to the day. It was May 19th, 2004, when the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Sacramento Kings to make their only conference final ever. It was the only conference final they ever made in their history. And that was the Kevin Garnett-led squad. They beat that was a really good team. They came in here and beat the Nuggets in the first round. And that Nugget team, listen, that Nugget team was completely different from the Nugget team tonight. That Nugget team featured Marcus Camby was the leading scorer for the Nuggets in that game, in that first round series. Nene was on that team. Vashawn Leonard, Andre Miller, the Birdman was playing with Ryan Bowen, who's been a coach for the Nuggets for at least a decade and a half. Right? He's been a coach for the Nuggets forever. He played as a player in that game. That's how long it's been for the Minnesota Timberwolves. John Barry was on that team. Yeah, it was Kevin Garnett and Latrell Sprewell and Fred Hoiberg and Michael Olowokandi that did it for Minnesota there. So that's basically the Timberwolves playoff history too. That's their greatest playoff run right there. Now, can this team change their fate? Can they make it different? And listen, Minnesota can absolutely win this game. We haven't really dived into what happened in the last game, because when a team beats you by 45 points, when they hand you the worst playoff loss in your history, you got to feel some kind of way about it. And a lot of people have pointed out how Nikola Jokic stood there for the final almost 10 minutes of that game, the 10 minutes of that fourth quarter. He just sat there staring at that game and staring at that scoreboard. He was feeling something, man. He was feeling something. And you don't win 3 MVPs without have that dog in you. And I think I think a lot of times Nikola Jokic wants to bring everybody with him. He thinks that the team is better when everybody comes with him. He's trying to get his teammates involved. And if you listen to what Mike Inori has said about how the Timberwolves are trying to treat Nikola Jokic, they've come out and simply said, we want Nikola Jokic to be a scorer instead of a facilitator. They want Joker to score instead of getting everyone else involved. Although in Game 5, they did point out that, you know what, maybe that's a little too much score, because Joker went for 40 and they went to work on him. But I think tonight, Joker he's got no time for everybody else to come with him. If Jamal has another off game, Jamal has had 2 absolutely awful games in this series, including the last one. But he's had some time off. Is that arm feeling better? Is the calf feeling better? How's he doing tonight? But if he doesn't show up, I think Joker's going to go, and you're either going to come with him or not. He's got no time anymore to help you along. This is Game 7. I think Joker tries to take control immediately and absolutely. Michael Porter Jr., is he going to show up tonight? He's had some quiet games in this series, and in the first round, he felt like he was a rock. You know what I mean? Like it felt like every night he showed up and gave you what you needed from Mike. Is he going to do that tonight? Who's going to be the guy who makes a difference in this series? And is it Anthony Edwards? Can Anthony Edwards, the youngster, kick down the door and declare that, listen, the Minnesota Timberwolves are here and we're for real? Because that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take to win this Game 7. And Ant's going to need some help. He can't do it by himself because he's tried to do it by himself. And I bet you Anthony Edwards could score 50 tonight and the Nuggets could still win by double digits. He needs everybody else. He needs Karl Anthony Towns to do some stuff. He needs Rudy to help out. So, I don't know. It's going to be crazy. It's going to have a lot of juice, and I want to hear from you. 303-504-0925. Matter of fact, let's head back to the station and Jordan Berg. Jordan, what do you got for me on the text line?
All right, first up, we have Nick on the text line. He says, on our way from FOCO to the game, my 8-year-old Carter says the score will be 117-100. Let's go Nuggets.
All right, I like where your head's at with that one. I like where your head's at. Like, the craziest thing, like, this is a tied series. 3 wins for Minnesota, 3 wins for Denver, and they've all been beatdowns. Except for, well, like, game one, right? Game one. So here's how we got here. Like, game one, pretty close. And then we go beat down, beat down, beat down, beat down, beat down. The average margin of victory in this series is 21 points, man. 21 points is listen, like the Timberwolves kind of broke the curve when they won by 45 in the last game. But I almost feel like, you know what? That's the reason why the Nuggets are going to win by double digits tonight. I feel like maybe Minnesota should have pulled back on the reins, won that thing by about 20, by 15. No, you win by 45. You hand people with the pride of a Nikola Jokic and a Jamal Murray and an Aaron Gordon the worst playoff loss they'll ever see. They will never lose a game in this NBA the way they lost that game. That will be the most epic beatdown they have ever seen in their lives. And you don't think they don't feel a certain way about that? I almost feel like that's part of the reason why the Nuggets are going to get their get back tonight. It's because you're looking at a 45-point loss, man. That's the kind of stuff that changes your soul. That's tattooed on your heart, man. When you're a professional athlete and they feed you that kind of loss. Oh no! Like it's on, and it's gonna be unless we get something truly freaky, like a truly weird shooting night from one of these teams. Either Minnesota can't miss like Indiana couldn't earlier, or the Nuggets couldn't make like they couldn't in Game 6, because there is nothing more frustrating than watching your team miss wide open shots. I have the number right here. I think it was Mike Malone pointed out that they watched that game. They went back. They didn't just flush that 45-point loss. They made those players watch that thing. They made them relive that thing. And he said that, I can't remember the exact number, but the Nuggets were 2 of 22 on wide open threes in that game. Wide open. Not a defender within 5 feet of you, and you're throwing up bricks. And there's nothing more frustrating than that. There's nothing more frustrating than that. But seeing how focused Jamal was yesterday and that look on Joker's face when he walked into the building tonight, I think you're in for something special. I think Ball Arena is going to get something special tonight. All right, Jordan, what else you got for me?
All right, in 5 words, this guy, Jim, on the text line, has the energy that we need. Kick some F&A tonight. Let's do it.
All right, yeah. Let's go. Let's get to stomping. Let's get into you got to start from tip-off. There is no working your way into a Game 7. You know what I mean? There is no feeling the flow of a Game 7. It's Game 7. You come out right away and start throwing haymakers. Everything you got, you don't save your trick play for the third quarter. You don't hold anything back. You have to go hard from tip-off. Because guess what? If you win this game, you're going to be favored against the Mavs in the next round. And thank goodness Dallas won that thing, because now they got to come here, man. If you make it to the Western Conference Finals, you're the home team. Same with Minnesota. Minnesota makes the Western Conference Finals. They're the home team as well. As a matter of fact, Minnesota will probably be favored over Dallas. But they'll be favored over Dallas, especially the way that this series has gone with the Nuggets. Absolutely, man. But I don't know. Is it going to be Nikola Jokic versus Anthony Edwards? That's not usually how the Nuggets handle their business. Even though they have the greatest player on the planet playing for them, that's not how Joker does it. And Anthony Edwards is absolutely the kind of guy who could just say, all right, I'm going to try to put this team on my shoulders. Let's go. But once again, I don't think that's a winning strategy for Minnesota. They need everybody. Mike Conley, Cat, Rudy. Matter of fact, Jaden McDaniels might be an X factor. Somebody off the bench. Obviously, the Nuggets got smashed when it came to points off the bench in the last game. Can one of the Nuggets bench players bring it? Oddly enough, I think the X factor. Well, I had this discussion with a couple of people here at Ball Arena earlier. Is the X factor, because we were arguing about the X factor, and it almost, oddly enough, I think the people were all in agreement that if Jamal Murray plays great tonight, this is a win. This is a win for the Nuggets. Because Joker's going to show up. If Jamal shows up, it's over. It's over. But if we're talking X Factor, Michael Porter Jr., can Mike bring something? He's been quiet in some of these games. Can we get one of those Porter quarters? My man Cole says we're going to get a Porter quarter tonight. You know what I'm talking about? And it might be the first quarter. You know those games that Mike comes out and he scores like 16 points in the first quarter and gets it going? Are we going to see that? I don't know, brother. I don't know. I certainly hope so. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Here it is. The Nuggets were 4 of 22 on wide open threes in the last game. 4 of 22. There's no possible way. The Nuggets just had their worst shooting quarter in their playoff history. There's no way they shoot that poorly tonight, right? No way they shoot that poorly this evening. But either way. All right, Jordan, what else you got for me?
All right, next up we have Noko Dan. He says Nuggets are going to destroy them, and I thank them for losing the other night so they could win in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, that was very nice of him. But listen, I could have done without that loss. That was brutal. After the Nuggets went up 9-2, after that it was all Minnesota. Like I sat there with disbelief in my eye. Like I could not understand how that could possibly happen. Like how does everybody on one team go so cold? How does it happen? It was just absolutely bonkers. So let's try to repeat Game 5, right? Game 5, Nuggets won by 15 here. That's that big Joker goes for 40 in that one. And the Nuggets kind of cruised to a win. And you know what? What game was it that Aaron Gordon was almost perfect? Maybe we get one of those games. Remember Aaron was like 10 of 11 from the field, scored 20-something, was looking great. Was that game? That was Game 4? That was Game 4? Maybe we get one of those. Maybe we get AG. I'm just saying that Joker's coming tonight. Joker's coming. That's a 100% guarantee. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. It's one of the few things I'd bet the house on. Joker's going to show up tonight. See, this man knows. This man knows. That's dedication right there. When you get your full tat, brother, that's dedication right there. Joker's bringing it tonight. Number 15 is going to show up tonight. Who's coming with him? I think that's the question. Who's coming with him? Because if Joker has to, he's going to win this whole thing by himself. He's going to win this whole thing by himself if he has to. But it's going to be a lot easier if everybody comes with it. Is this game going to be like the rest of this series? This series has been drunk. It's just been beat down after beat down after blowout after blowout. And this is weird because it feels like these are two closely matched teams, but all we're getting is blowouts in these things. So are we going to get another one of those tonight, or are we going to get a close game? Is tonight's game going to look more like the Pacers-Knicks game this afternoon where Indiana just went crazy and rolled, and Knicks fan had to sit there that entire second half and watch their team get stomped? Or is it going to be more like the Mavericks and Thunder game last night where one team was up big and then another team fought back, and then in the fourth quarter they were going back and forth, and then the Mavs made the clutch plays? Because if it comes down to just clutch basketball, the Nuggets have the advantage in that category. But to get the experience, you have to go through it, and maybe this is the next road bump in the Minnesota Timberwolves' path to glory. I don't think so. I don't think so. But I've been wrong before. I was wrong on Friday night. I thought the Avs were going to win that thing, and there we were in double overtime catching L's. And I mean, you don't want that feeling as a Nugget fan leaving this building tonight. Trust me, you don't want that feeling. We had it twice on Friday. First when they scored the goal that you thought was the winner that they waved off, and then the actual winner in double overtime for Duchesne. Now, you don't want that feeling. Not tonight, anyway. Not tonight. All right, Jordan, what else you got?
All right, we've got on the 8486. They're feeling confident for a few reasons. Like you were talking about, Berto, the experience. Next up is going to be the response after a bad game. And then the last one, which we've all seen the pictures, is the look on Joker's face at the end of the game. Yeah. They're saying he looks ready for a mission. Yeah. Like, Nikola Jokic is I will say that, oddly enough, Nikola Jokic and Anthony Edwards, two of my favorite people in the NBA, and what makes them
similar is their authenticity. You know what I mean? Like, Joker's Joker. What you see on these press conferences, what you see in these interviews and on the court, that's Joker. And I think Anthony Edwards is the same way. Like, Anthony Edwards sits down in front of the mic, you ask him a question, he's going to tell you what he's thinking. Like, he's not going to pander to anybody. Ant is Ant, and Joker is Joker, and it's what makes them so likable, I think. Just how authentic they are as, like, listen, this is who I am, this is how I play the game. You can either like me or hate me. I don't care. I'm still going to go out there and ball. Which is, I'm here for it. How much is Anthony Edwards affecting Jamal Murray? Like, Jamal went 4 of 18 in Game 6. He was 3 of 18 in Game 2. Can the Nuggets win a Game 7 if Jamal Murray is off his game? Yes. Yes, they can, but it's a lot harder, and you're going to need somebody else to step up their game. Is this a night where KCP goes 5 of 6 from 3 and sparks something? Is this a game where Justin Holiday goes, all right, man, Christian Brown? Is Christian Brown? Is he ready, looking to get something done tonight? Who is it? Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to step up? Because if the Nuggets win tonight, the 45-point loss in that last game is just an interesting side note. You know what I mean? It's just something to tell your friends about. Like, hey, remember when they lost by 45? That was great. No. But you lose tonight, then it's a whole different story. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to get an epic playoff game tonight between these two teams. I can feel it in my bones. We might see history from Nikola Jokic. But either way, for Cole Smith and Jordan Berg back at the station, I'm Mark Bertinoli. Thanks for tuning in to the extended playoff pregame show. We've got Game 7. Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves next.
Phillips 66 and Conoco are there for those who never stop going, like parents chasing a fleeting moment of freedom.
Ready, set, go. Okay, honey, we have exactly 18 minutes to grab ice cream before the kids get back, so get your butt in the car. No, drive to the one that has the strawberry swirl. I know it's farther away, but it's so worth it. And oh no, there's a line! Finally, 2 beautiful cones. Make this light or so help me. Now we have 5 minutes to down this before they get here, and we're gonna end up giving this to the kids, aren't we?
There's go in everything you do. Phillips 66 and Conoco are there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Hey, it's Andy Lindahl for my friend Ed Prather. Well, we're to that time of year again. It's the spring, and that means that the real estate market is about to pick up. Mortgage rates have lowered going into the spring selling season, and now is the time to act to maximize your equity. Ed Prather has the plan and experience to sell your home fast and for maximum cash this spring. So what's keeping you from jumping into the market? Are you worried about costly repairs or upgrade needed to sell your home? Ed Prather will sell your home guaranteed, get your home sold by a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will sell it for free. No required repairs, no long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. James and Thornton got an exciting new job out of state that started ASAP, and he had to move. His home needed some repairs and with no time to lose. Ed gave him a guaranteed offer at a good price that allowed him to get to Tennessee fast and easy. Ed Prather is the only real estate agent I trust and recommend, and the agent who will sell your home guaranteed. Reach out to Ed Prather and his team, 720-650-4959, or go online at edprather.com. That's Ed, Prather.com.
We're Matt and Elaine, founders of Chocolado Chocolate. Our dream was to build a sustainable chocolate company.
And our business has become way bigger than just chocolate.
Chase for Business was there with us from the beginning, with everything our business needed to get going.
Get financial guidance from bankers in your community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, NA member FDIC.
I've had so many people come up to me and ask me about soda weight loss. People tell me they've joined up, and I love that. You can come and talk to me about soda weight loss anytime you want. It's an at-home program available wherever you are, at home, at work, with nutritionist coaching. My nutritionist, Amanda, she's been amazing for me. The support and real help, it's 100% over the phone. I was like a lot of people on soda. It was around 3.2 pounds of weight loss a week for the better part of 4 months, and 40 pounds gone. Easy. And I'm in the maintenance phase. I've discovered a new way to live. Soda's the #1 weight loss company in America for client satisfaction. Here's John. Soda's a life-changing program with the best support staff. I have nothing but thanks and appreciation for all that Soda has done for me. So find out for yourself. SOTA weightloss.com. That's SOTA weightloss.com. Say it with me. State of the art.
Nuggets Nation, let's go!
This is Denver Nuggets basketball.
I mean, obviously a lot of time to go, but Denver at some point has got to get this thing dialed in.
Shooting 17% from three.
They're not going to get it done. Edwards sidestep three. Good.
And everything they're throwing up, even though just 29%, Edwards is making anything he throws up 3 of 5 from three.
22-point lead now for Minnesota.
The Timberwolves were practically perfect as they lit up the Nuggets in Game 6 of this Western Conference semifinal on Friday night. Minnesota led by as many as 50 points on their way to a 115-70 win. Tonight, it's the best thing in sports. Game 7. The Nuggets and Wolves meet in the Mile High City with the season on the line. One team will be moving on. One team will be going home. Coming up in your Denver Nugget pregame preview, Jason Kosminski will break this game down with the keys to the contest, and Michael Malone will speak the truth when he joins us in our coaches show.
We'll kind of flow over to the defensive end, the physicality, the urgency, the aggression, all those things. So if you're not making shots, dig in deeper, play harder, play more physical. Hit somebody, rebound, run, screen, do something. Because, yes, we have to make shots, but they're a really good defensive team, and they make it hard on you.
It's Game 7, Round 2, Nuggets and Timberwolves, live from Ball Arena. And your pregame show starts right now.
This is an exclusive presentation of Denver Nuggets basketball.
Christian Brown, dog, 2 hands!
Casey, another three.
Got it again!
Kick out three, Gordon.
Yeah! Michael Porter Jr.
Jamal Murray's on fire.
Got it at the horn! Game winner! Nikola Jokic!
Championship on 3. 1, 2, 3. Championship.
This is Denver Nuggets basketball.
Welcome to your Nuggets pregame show presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. Nuggets Nation, when new customers bet up to $100 with Fanatic Sportsbook, they'll get up to $100 in bonus bets every day for the first 10 days, win or lose. Terms apply. Download the Fanatic Sportsbook app tonight. I'm Mark Bertinoli. I'll be your host this evening, and I'm coming to you live from Ball Point here on the main concourse of Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Colorado. Tonight, the number 2 seeded Denver Nuggets, who are tied in the series at 3 games apiece, are at home to play Game 7 of the Western Conference semifinals against the 3-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves. This series has been weird. It's just been weird. It's a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma. Pundits and prognosticators predicted a close contest between these West rivals, but no one knew they were in store for what we got. Blowouts. It's a tied series, and almost every game has been a blowout. The average margin of victory in this series is 21 points. Game 1, pretty close, but Minnesota pulled away late and won it. Game 2, Timberwolves crushed Denver on their home court, win by 26. They have a 2-0 series lead, and things look grim for the good guys after losing the first 2 at home. Game 3, Nuggets roll into Minneapolis and get a 27-point win. Game 4, Aaron Gordon can't miss, and the Nuggets even up the series. Game 5, Joker drops 40. Nuggets win by 15. Game 6, series heads back to Minnesota. Nuggets have a chance to move on, and instead, they suffer their worst playoff loss ever. They have their worst shooting game in the playoffs ever. Nuggets lose by 45, 115-70, and the series is tied. Weird, wild, wonky, absolutely bonkers of a playoff series. And that brings us to tonight in Game 7. Winner take all for a chance to move on to the Western Conference Finals, where the Dallas Mavericks await after they took down the Thunder last night. As a franchise, the Nuggets are 4-3 all-time in Game 7s. But the current core of this Nuggets roster has been to 4 Game 7s. A win over the Spurs in 7 in the 2019 playoffs, then a loss in Game 7 in the next round to the Blazers here at Ball Arena. And then the 2 Game 7s they made history in. The Nuggets came back from 3-1 down to both the Jazz and the Clippers in 2020 and took both Game 7s to advance. It's been 20 years to the day since the last time the Timberwolves played a Game 7. They topped the Kings in 70... They topped the Kings all the way back in May 19, 2004. Their current roster has never played a Game 7, but they do have a couple players with Game 7 experience, Mike Conley and Rudy Gobert, who both lost the Game 7 to the Nuggets. All right, so here we go. So for more of that, for more of today's game, let's bring in the power and the passion that is the voice of the Nuggets, Jason Kosminski, and joining us from Altitude Television, he's known from coast to coast like butter and toast. It's the great ghost, Scott Hastings. Kaz!
Berto, my man. Well, I'm going to ask you the same question that I've been getting now for 4 days. What's your feeling on game number 7? And don't be a homer. Give me the honest shake.
I think the Nuggets will win by double digits tonight. I think they smash Minnesota. But I thought the Avs were going to win on Friday night, too, and I was dead wrong about that one.
Well, I mean,
so
that was a long game right there, bro.
Yes, it was. How about the two of you? How you feeling about going into a Game 7 this evening?
I mean, I love Game 7s. This is everything you want as a young kid growing up. This is, there's no more drama, right? This is it. But as far as this actual game, and I don't know how Scotty feels, man, I cannot get a read on this series at all. I have no damn idea what I'm about to watch here tonight.
This will be the Nuggets franchise 8 Game 7. It's the 7th time I will have called 7 of the 8 Game 7s, which is kind of cool when you look at a career. I got to play in 2 iconic Game 7s when Boston beat Atlanta in Boston, Game 7, 108-106. Dominique had 47. Bird had 34 with 20 in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And then the Scottie Pippen migrine game. That was Game 7 in Denver, in Detroit. You think you got it figured out. You think the most experienced team would have it. To me, it's almost like a long-distance runner. It's who can control their breathing and their heart rate and still locked in focus going forward all the time. Getting knocked back but not getting knocked out, right, and getting right back into the fight, I think are some of the keys for winning Game 7s.
And Bert, and you guys tell me, isn't this, and I'm not a stats guy, so maybe that's just why I'm going there. I don't think this is so much about X's and O's. We all know what everybody's going to do. We've been watching this now for 10 days, so we know what's going to happen. But doesn't it come down to, I don't know how to phrase it. I want it more than you. I need to show you that I am better than you. All the words that when you were a competitive kid or young man growing up in this sport and you wanted to win so badly, isn't this game, or most Game 7s, more about that kind of feel as opposed to we got to jump the pick and roll on the high right side, the overload, as opposed to all that, you know what I mean?
You got to execute it right, but I get what you're saying. It's almost like if you got a brother in the house and the last biscuit on the table and one grabs it, you're not afraid to roll on the ground in front of mom and dad to steal that biscuit.
Right.
That's what Game 7 is. It's you got to have a mindset of no job too small.
Right.
And it might not be a game. It might be a game tonight where I'm usually getting 20, then I only need to get 12, but I need to get 14 assists. It might be a game where you only average 20, but tonight you might get 35 or 40. Right. And it's about reading the game. And again, to me, teams that lose in Game 7s are teams that back away, back down, and get nervous.
So you want an attack mindset.
And like I said, it's one of those. It's like watching a Bruce Lee fight. With them guys, he knocks out, but then that guy get back up and get in the fight. I don't care how big that opponent is or how good you can't quit the fight. And usually it boils down to one team or the other will quit part of the fight for a key part, and all of a sudden the game might be in control for the other team.
Do the two of you have any idea how in a series that seems so evenly matched, we're just catching blowouts left and right in this series? Like, it's just beat downs left and right. What is that all about?
I don't know. I think maybe they're so evenly matched. I got to say, this is the only logic I can put on it, is that once you have that feeling of, and this goes for both teams, once you have this feeling of, okay, I know we're beat, then it's like, once you understand that you lost that basketball game, then why keep giving 110% on the basketball floor? That's the only logic I can think out of that.
I look at Berto, game 4 was you lost your damn mind, and I kind of just throw that game out. That was something you and I were calling that game that I don't know if I've ever seen them get that wrapped up in calls and officials and everything else. I just think they lost their damn mind. Game 6, however, goes back, I think, to what Kaz said. You got a game in pocket at game 7 sitting at home. You came out right. You're up 9-2, but then a 20-0 run, you're like, yeah, okay, I'll let Kaz talk about all you got to do is this. But you know what? Let's don't expend too much energy. Let's just enough here and there to keep making them really kind of gut it out. But let's get for game 7. And that's risky because, hey, go ask the New York Knicks where they're sitting at right now.
100% true.
Yeah. Is there a weirdness to a game 7 that makes you nervous? Like, how much luck is involved in a game 7? How much is it, not just the great players being great, but like random guys off the bench suddenly sparking a game? Like, what is it about a game 7 that it's hard to define what makes it so great?
People always say, Bert, that in the playoffs, they go in stages. Every game is important. Every quarter is important. Then you get all the way down to every possession is important. And I'm kind of with Scott on this one. I think a lot of times in game 7s, especially less experienced guys or teams that have not been there, they play careful because they don't want to hurt your team. That takes away exactly what Scott said you shouldn't do, which is attack.
Yeah, listen, if you start playing cautious and play not to make mistakes, you're going to make a mistake and you're going to cost your team. It's throwing all caution in the wind almost, and that seems almost counterintuitive of what a game 7 is, because I think most teams, that's why all the scores are like 90 to 80. You look at through Denver's history. But dude, the team that says, hey, I screwed up, cool, I'm going to go get the steal down the other end and just play through mistakes. You got to be able to play through mistakes, and you can't be afraid to make mistakes. Those are going to happen.
All right, how about tonight's keys of the game, brought to you by Ed Prather Real Estate?
I'm going right back at it again, Berto. Whoever wins after the first 7 minutes, I honestly think that is going to win this basketball game, but I don't really know that for sure. But it seemed to work in the past, so I'm going to go back with that. Basically, my point here is get off to a good start. I love what Scott said. Be the aggressor. Don't play scared. Don't play shy. Try and get out there in the first quarter and hit these guys in the mouth and show them why you're defending champions.
And I'll ask both of you guys, have you ever seen a team that comes out and plays aggressive that's not playing with a sense of urgency?
Right.
Urgency wins the day today.
All right, gentlemen. As always.
You the man.
Good job. It's the Ed Prather Real Estate keys of the game. The key to selling your home is Ed Prather. Ed guarantees your home at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he'll sell it free. Go to edprather.com. We'll continue with your Nuggets pregame show, brought to you by Fanatic Sportsbook after a timeout on the Altitude Radio Network.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show, live from Ballpoint inside Ball Arena, presented by Fanatic Sportsbook on the Altitude Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio has Brett Kane at 6 in the morning.
You need talent, okay?
Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane at 7.
More and more listeners every day. Thank you for growing with us.
Dempsey and company at 10.
Is this the quarterback that you wanted?
Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC at noon.
A bad day of golf is better than a good day of work.
Right. Kreckman and Lindahl bring it home from 3 to 6.
Just a couple of dudes that take in sports like you.
Denver Sports Talk. Get it all. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
You said you could install that ceiling fan yourself, and now you and 3 other houses are without power. Moral of the story? Stay in your lane. and turn to Genesis 1-3 Electric for help. Fully licensed, insured, drug tested, and background checked. This locally owned and operated company is ready for any electrical job, big or small. Backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to GenesisElectricalDenver.com. Genesis 1-3. Let there be light.
As spring blossoms in Colorado, so do the opportunities to find incredible deals on new Mazdas at McDonald Mazda North in Longmont. Experience our newly renovated showroom and take advantage of our 0% APR financing for up to 36 months on new Mazda CX-30, CX-5, CX-50, and CX-90 models. With over 400 new Mazdas in stock, we have something for everyone. Visit our new dealership in Longmont or explore our website at McDonaldMazdaNorth.com today. Not all customers qualify with approved credit. Contact dealer for complete details.
Mark Springer here for Bet365, and at Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every basket, every game, every point, every play. From the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. Whether it's a three-pointer at the buzzer to tie the game or a player goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only, must be present in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Hey, Nuggets fans, did you know that nearly 75% of all aluminum ever produced is still in use today? Which means every time you recycle a Ball aluminum can, it gets to come back. For every nail biter, every triumph for the ages, and all the great moments to come, Ball is the official sustainability partner of the Denver Nuggets. So join the recycling revolution. The future is in your hands. Recycle it.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show, live from Ballpoint inside Ball Arena, presented by Fanatic Sportsbook on the Altitude Radio Network.
Nuggets basketball is brought to you by Central City. Take I-70 at exit 243 in the Central City Casino Parkway, your 4 lanes to fun. Welcome back. We got Game 7 tonight. Nuggets and Wolves. It's time right now to hear from the head coach. Here he is, Mike Malone.
Michael, you mentioned yesterday how evenly matched these teams are and how if they played 100, it might be 50-50, sort of depending on the day who's making shots and all that. If you guys come out and are not making the shots, what do you hope to see your team do to ensure that they maintain the right energy and the right urgency to kind of get around that if there are portions like that in this game?
Guard. Yeah, I think you look at the splits in this series, and I think in 3 wins, we're averaging 115 points roughly, and 3 losses, we're averaging 83. And I'm not a math major, but that's a really big differential. And so if we're struggling to make shots, we cannot have what happened in Game 2 or Game 6, where we kind of allowed that to kind of flow over to the defensive end, the physicality, the urgency, the aggression, all those things. So if you're not making shots, dig in deeper. Play harder, play more physical, hit somebody, rebound, run, screen, do something, because yes, we have to make shots, but they're a really good defensive team, and they make it hard on you. So that's what I hope for. If we struggle to make shots, find other ways to impact the game in a positive manner.
Coach, the team obviously has, there's so many tough defensive players on Minnesota. Just how important is it going to be to try to dictate matchups tonight early in possessions and just try to get as many easier opportunities in the half court as possible?
Yeah, it'll be great to get easy opportunities, but what makes them such a good defensive team is they don't give you many easy ones. And, when you watch the film of the 3 wins compared to 3 losses, the difference in our approach and our aggression and our physicality and our attack mindset is just night and day. And again, you have to give them credit because we know who they are defensively, but we have to be, and usually you guys have heard me say for 6 years now in the playoffs, it's defense, defense, defense. This series, the offense is the beginning of our defense. If we can't get our offense going, it could be another long afternoon. And that's not just on Jamal, it's not just on Michael, it's on all of us. We know they're going to double team Nicola once again. Great, let them double team. Step in, shoot the ball with confidence, make an aggressive play, attack a closeout, make missed turnover. Let's get the ball over half court in a timely fashion and get into our offense earlier and use the entire length and width of the floor, things that we have not done in the 3 losses. But easy baskets will be great because they're hard to come by against them.
Coach, you've talked about how the playoffs have a different energy to them, but can you describe the different energy going into a Game 7 game day energy and what your team is feeling?
Well, I think right now, to be honest, we just went through a walkthrough, watched some film, and I think our guys are in a pretty good headspace. I mean, no one's foaming at the mouth right now. I think it's too early for that, Katie. We got to build up. It's a build up to game time. We've had 4 of them, and I went back and looked at the box scores. Aside from the Clipper game, we won by 15, and then I think we beat Utah by 2. We lost to Portland by 4. We beat San Antonio by 4. There's a good chance that this game goes down to the wire. Maybe not, because this is one of the strangest series I've ever been a part of. Only game 1 has been close with 3 minutes to go in the game. Every other game was over pretty much in the fourth quarter early. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I do believe we have the best fans in the NBA, and they're going to do their job. But we can't rely on that. We have to help our fans bring out the best in them by playing the right way and starting the game with that attack mode mindset that we keep on speaking about.
That was head coach Mike Malone as he gets his team ready for Game 7 this evening. It's time right now for the pregame injury report. This injury report is brought to you by Ramos Law. Car accident, you need Ramos Law. Medical doctor and attorney. Visit ramoslaw.com. And 1 player apiece on each injury report. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, Mike Conley, game time decision. For the Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray, game time decision. And I'll tell you right now, both guys are playing. So they are not missing Game 7 tonight. Matter of fact, there it is. It's confirmed that both will play and both will be in the starting lineup. That is your pregame injury report. We'll continue with your Denver Nugget pregame show after a quick time out on the Altitude Radio Network.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show, live from Ballpoint inside Ball Arena, presented by Fanatic Sportsbook on the Altitude Radio Network.
Update your appliances today and save big at Mountain High Appliances Clearance Center. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Get unbelievable prices on refrigerators, dishwashers, washers and dryers, ranges, and more on popular brands from KitchenAid, JennAir, Bosch, Sub-Zero Wolf, and many more. Whether you're looking for new, in a box, discontinued, or scratch and dent, our clearance center has it all. Visit us today in Denver or online at mountainhighappliance.com.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
There are trucks. Then there's the truck. GMC Sierra. With available features like the V8 engine, the ultimate luxury interior, and of course, the available world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. Not just any truck, the truck. GMC's continued commitment to professional-grade engineering is on full display at your Colorado GMC dealers. Come take a test drive today and see for yourself. We are professional-grade GMC.
Start your journey to whole home electrification with Kapler Mechanical and save up to $1,800 per year by making the switch. Tax credits and rebates are available. Visit KaplerMechanical.com.
This is Ryan Kapler. My parents, Mike and Kim, started our company, Kapler Mechanical, over 20 years ago. We've thrived because we treat our customers like they're our neighbors. Give us a call for all of your heating, air conditioning, and electrical needs, or find us online at KaplerMechanical.com. That's KAPPLER Mechanical.com.
Every Thursday, play Big Bingo at Century Casino and Hotel in Central City. Compete to win $250 cash for every Big Bingo game each Thursday. Join us from noon to 6 p.m. for Big Bingo. Just earn 100 points on your Winner's Zone card that day before your first game to play all day. Win $250 in Big Bingo each Thursday at Century Casino. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the Central City Parkway. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. If you believe you have a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
For a true taste of the Midwest, I hope you'll come see us at Wally's Wisconsin Tavern. Hi, this is Francisco. Let's talk comfort food. We do a fish fry every day of the week. We have house-made sausages, and we're known for our fantastic cheese curds, the best on this side of the lake. You'll feel right at home in our friendly, comfortable atmosphere. Come join us for lunch, supper, or a late-night snack. You don't have to be from the Midwest. All you have to be is here at Wally's Wisconsin Tavern.
Next to Rhinehouse on 14th and Market.
Hey, we're really good, but Denver still can't guarantee a playoff win, but you know who can? Ed Prather, my real estate MVP. Ed will sell your home guaranteed at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or sell it for free. Not just me. Check out Ed's online reviews and don't mess around with something so important. Hire the best. Ed is the only real estate agent I trust to sell my home, and you should too. EdPrather.com. Go there right now. Find out what your home is worth. That's Ed, Prather.com.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show, live from Ballpoint inside Ball Arena, presented by Fanatic Sportsbook on the Altitude Radio Network.
Tonight's Nugget game is brought to you by your local Colorado Buick GMC dealers. Welcome back. Mark Bergoli coming to you live from the main concourse here at Ball Arena. We did have one other Game 7 today. This afternoon, the Indiana Pacers hammered the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden. The Indiana Pacers set the NBA playoff record for shooting percentage in a playoff game. The Pacers could not miss. They shot 67.1% from the field and 54% from three. They steamrolled the Knicks 130-109. Pacers move on to face the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll continue with your pregame show after a timeout on the Altitude Radio Network.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show, live from Ballpoint inside Ball Arena, presented by Fanatic Sportsbook on the Altitude Radio Network.
Visit Ameristar Casino in Blackhawk this spring for all the playoff hoops and hockey action and the return of baseball. They've got the biggest sportsbook with the most screens. Plus, they're giving away Penn Cash bonuses and prizes to Penn Play Rewards members. Not a member? The Penn Play app is now available in the App Store. Unlock all the fun. Head up the hill and make Ameristar Casino in Blackhawk your sports and playoff viewing headquarters. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Colorado. At Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center, we take your business further. With Colorado's largest selection of work-ready trucks, flatbeds, service bodies, cargo vans, and passenger vans, our commercial experts are here to help you every step of the way. We'll find the perfect vehicle for all your business needs. That's why Colorado businesses drive Phil Long Ford of Denver. Go online at phillongdenver.com or come see us at 7977 West Tufts off Wadsworth, just south of Hampton.
Hey, Colorado sports fans, Vic Lombardi here letting you know Altitude Sports is streaming on Fubo. You can watch the Nuggets, the Avalanche, and more sports, shows, movies, news, all of it, over 350 channels, streaming live on your television, phone, and other devices. No cable required. Best part, you can try Fubo for free. There's no contract or commitment. To start watching, just go to FuboTV.com. That's FuboTV.com.
Nuggets fans, you always show up and make the game what it is. So we think you deserve a better betting experience. For a limited time at Fanatic Sportsbook, bet and get up to $1,000 in bonus bets over 10 days. Welcome to the most rewarding sportsbook, Fanatic Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the Denver Nuggets. Bonus bets expire within 7 days. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatic Sportsbook app. Must be 21 plus and present in Colorado. Have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I've always been a champion of Man Therapy, mental health for men, launched right here in Denver. Man Therapy takes a humorous and real approach to therapy. Every day, thousands of men and their loved ones turn to Man Therapy for information, for resources, tools. And now Man Therapy has launched the Man Therapist's Provider Directory, where men can find independent counselors who are passionate about working with men. If you're looking to find a therapist, or if you're a therapist looking to grow your practice, check out mantherapy.org.
Does your job work, or is it rewarding? I'm Sergeant Rice at the Colorado State Patrol, and we're looking for new team members who are problem solvers and like helping others. Apply now, and by this time next year, you could be a Colorado State Trooper with a mobile office and making a difference. Visit csp.colorado.gov/employment to learn more or connect with a recruiter. Applications are now open at csp.colorado.gov/employment.
This is your Denver Nuggets pregame show, live from Ballpoint inside Ball Arena, presented by Fanatic Sportsbook on the Altitude Radio Network.
Welcome back as we wrap up your pregame show right before tip-off of Game 7 here at Ball Arena. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for legal ID up and down the Altitude Radio Network.
KKSE-FM Broomfield, Denver. This is Denver Nuggets basketball. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
All right, a couple of scores around the world of sports. In the NHL, we'll have a Game 7, but that happens tomorrow, Oilers and Canucks. And today, the Giants top the Rockies 4-1. But it is time right now to get it on. It's the Denver Nuggets and the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 7. Tip-off next right here on the Altitude Radio Network.
All right, pick it up, Blue. Come on. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Jason Kosminski has the tip-off next on the Altitude Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, you always show up and make the game what it is. So we think you deserve a better betting experience. For a limited time at Fanatic Sportsbook, bet and get up to $1,000 in bonus bets over 10 days. Welcome to the most rewarding sportsbook, Fanatic Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the Denver Nuggets. Bonus bets expire within 7 days. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatic Sportsbook app. Must be 21 plus and present in Colorado. Have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
A lot of personal injury lawyers make claims about how good they are. But how do you know who's the best? Who will fight to get you the money you deserve? At Berg Simpson, we don't rely on simple claims like other firms. We have 30 best lawyers in America, 22 super lawyers, and we're one of the National Trial Lawyers' top 25 most influential law firms. Compare us to other firms, then call Berg Simpson.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives.
Update your appliances today and save big at Mountain High Appliances Clearance Center. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Get unbelievable prices on refrigerators, dishwashers, washers and dryers, ranges, and more on popular brands from KitchenAid, JennAir, Bosch, Sub-Zero Wolf, and many more. Whether you're looking for new, in a box, discontinued, or scratch and dent, our Clearance Center has it all. Visit us today in Denver or online at mountainhighappliance.com.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Headed up the hill for some fun and excitement? In Central City, guests come first. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. There's lots of casino options, too. Colorado owned and operated, Asian-themed, craft brewery focused, and casino hotels, too. So next time you're going up the hill, take the quick and easy drive to Central City, I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun.
Hey, Colorado, it's the season to save big on a new Jeep or Ram truck at Johnson Auto Plaza. The Johnsons are offering huge incentives all month when you buy a new Jeep or new Ram truck. Shop their 40 acres of inventory in person or online at johnsonautoplaza.com. Expect more and get more at Johnson Auto Plaza, where first-time buyers become lifetime customers every day. North of E470 on Highway 85, johnsonautoplaza.com.
There is a reason so many homeowners across the Front Range continue putting their trust in Plumline Services. For 25 years and counting, Plumline has been here, partnering with great brands like Carrier to make our lives easier. With dedicated service from Castle Rock to Fort Collins and plum crazy pricing on plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, and drain cleaning, Plumline Services is here for you. Plumline and Carrier, turn to the experts. Schedule your service online at plumlineservices.com. Plumline Services. Service at home, servants at heart.
We're going to set it off with this. Let's go.
The Altitude Radio Network welcomes you to Mile High Playoff Basketball.
Yeah!
It's been a series of incredible highs and lows.
Just when you thought I was out,
followed by even more highs and lows.
You pulled me back in.
But all that is over because we have a Game 7 in Denver. It's time to settle the matter right now.
Jokic rebound, leaking out Murray. Shot! the corner. Casey 3. Yeah! That's a dagger, baby!
It's the Nuggets and Timberwolves. Game 7. Now. From Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. With Scott Hastings. Here's the voice of the Nuggets, Jason Kosminski.
Nuggets Nation, let's go!
On the Altitude Radio Network.
Nuggets fans far and wide. With Mark Bertinoli and Scott Hastings along with Katie Wingy, I'm Jason Kosminski coming to you live from Ball Arena. And this is Nuggets basketball. This is all you want, bro. Game number 7. Nuggets Timberwolves for the right to go to the Western Conference Finals.
And now, the starting lineups for your Denver Nuggets. At point guard.
Driving to miss Jokic, right side Murray, and a 3. Yes, sir!
At shooting guard.
Jump pass, corner, 3, Casey. Yeah!
At small forward.
Porter, 3. Boom! Shakalaka!
At power forward.
Catch and go in the corner, Gordon again. Yeah! AG!
And at center.
Turns the corner, little dump off down low to Gordon. Kick out 3, Joker. Let's go! That's the way the Denver Nuggets shake down. Jaden McDaniels, Carr, Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley, the starting 5 tonight from Minneapolis. Opening tip-off tonight brought to you by Central City. Take I-70 to exit 243 in the Central City Casino Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun. Again, I ask you, Hastings, because I still don't know the answer. Are the Nuggets going to win? This crowd is rocking, by the way.
This crowd is crazy. Game 7s are the most thrilling, the most exhilarating, the most debilitating, the most fretful game that you'll play or cheer or fan for ever.
Ball Arena crowd to its feet, waving the white towels. It'll be Jokic against Rudy Gobert. Nuggets in the black 52-80 jerseys tonight. Minnesota in the traditional home whites trimmed in green. Just make shots, man. Somebody make shots.
Yeah, please.
Here we go. Scott Foster's at the midcourt circle. Tap controlled by the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they'll move it left to right. Here comes Jaden McDaniels. McDaniels has it up the right sideline. Throws it off inside the arc over to Gobert. Gobert guarded by Jokic. Shovel pass on top over to Conley. Goes to the right hand. Whistle, something against Minnesota. Illegal pick.
Rudy Gobert, who spent about 5 minutes talking with Scott Foster before the game, said he stuck his foot out and tripped Jamal.
So Denver will have a chance to crack the scoreboard first. Nuggets move it here right to left. Murray has it right side of the midcourt circle. High pick from Gordon. Murray throws it off over to Joker at the mid-post. His pass deflected to Murray. Murray whips it, and it's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Conley, and that'll be Denver basketball underneath.
If Joker gets a clean pass out, Ant coming in for the double team. Jamal's got a wide open 3.
10 seconds on the shot clock here for Denver, and Jamal Murray looks in. Throws it in the corner to Casey. Now off over to Aaron Gordon. Inside the arc over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off over to Murray. Short clock. Murray finger roll layup won't go. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Gordon. Kick out over to Porter. Stutter step and a drive on Rudy. Finger roll layup won't go. Rebound tapped around and grabbed by Conley. Conley has it up the right sideline here for the Timberwolves. He goes to the left hand over to Karl Anthony Towns. Leaves it there for Anthony Edwards. His first touch on the offensive end. They jump him to try and get the ball out of his hands. They do that, but he gets it right back from Towns. Edwards right back over to Towns. Short clock in the paint. Gobert blocked by Michael Porter Jr. Gets the outlet pass off over to Gordon. Gordon has it. Stutter step and a drive. Gets shoved by Gobert. No whistle. Loose ball comes down to Porter in the rim. Leans in. Blocked by Rudy and out of bounds.
Trying to draw the foul on McDaniels. He thought he had a hold of his waist. Tried to finger roll it over Rudy. Tough option. Rudy paying back that block on the other end.
Well, they're going right at Rudy often and early here. Jamal Murray lobs it in over to Nikola Jokic. Jokic guarded by Towns. Hands it off over to Murray. Murray goes to the left hand. He goes baseline. Through the lane he goes. Once again, a short clock. Murray sidestep 3. Yeah!
Big.
Denver cracks the scoreboard first. They're on top here 3-0. Edwards has it at the logo on the high right side. Throws it off over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns working against Murray. Back over to Edwards. Back over to Towns. Towns one-on-one with Murray. Dips the shoulder. Tough two. Jumper's good. Nuggets lead it here by one. It's 3-2. Back the other way comes Nikola Jokic. Jokic has it at the point. They dare him to shoot a three. Rims out. Rebound comes down to Gobert. Outlet pass off over to Edwards. Edwards has it. Left side over to Rudy. Dribble handoff Conley. Conley turns the corner in the paint. Leans in. Layup won't go. Rebound tipped all the way out to McDaniels. And the fresh shot clock here from Minnesota. Conley has it on the high left side. Guarded by Gordon. Now he backs him up to the midcourt circle. He charges in on him. Leans in. Tough two. Jumper won't go. Rebound down to Jokic. Long outlet pass off over to Murray for another three. Off the back of the rim and no good. Nobody went for the rebound. McDaniels has it the other way for Minnesota. Peels off to the high left side. Hands it off over to Conley. On the right side now it's to Edwards. First one to 80 wins. Karl Anthony Towns has it at the point. Left side over to Conley. Conley throws it in the corner. Catch and go. McDaniels. Spin move in the paint. Fadeaway jump shot blocked. He got it back. Put it up. Missed that. Rebound down to Porter. Nuggets still lead at 3-2. In the front court is Jokic. He drives in on Towns. Throws it to Porter for three. That one's no good. Please don't let that happen again. Outlet pass goes off over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it on the high right side. Stutter step and a drive on Joker. Jumpers up and in. Minnesota leads it for the first time tonight. They're on top 4-3.
Yeah, Denver's already shot 4 threes, all of them wide open. They are allowing Joker to shoot them.
Here comes Gordon inside the arc. Hands it off behind him over to Murray. Back over to Gordon in the paint. Blocked at the rim by McDaniels. What a play. Outlet pass. Edwards three. Off the back, no good. Rebound down to Porter. He gets the outlet pass off over to KCP. KCP has it left side of the midcourt circle over to Nikola Jokic. Jokic guarded by Towns. He puts his backside into him. Gets to the nail. Now he's in the paint. Hook shot good.
The Towns already yelled at Rudy like he wanted help. I think Joker's got to attack Towns. I don't think he can play him one-on-one.
5-4. Denver back in the lead by one. We've played 4 minutes. The 7-minute mark is coming up here in about 60 seconds. Here's Mike Conley. Nuggets lead it by a point. It's 5-4. Throws it on the left side over to Gobert. Gobert puts it on the floor. He's in the paint on Joker. Jump shot, no good. Rebound down to Porter. Outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Murray gets a high pick from Jokic. Uses it in either direction. Through the window on the pick and roll. Floater. Air ball. Rebound down to Towns. That's a travel. He threw an outlet pass to himself. You got to pay attention.
Look who three is.
Edwards has it on the high right side. You can't. Unless it was deflected. I'll let it go. Edwards has it. Throws it in the corner. Wide open three. Conley. Jumper's good.
That's that extra effort. Somebody's got to make that run out there.
7-5. Minnesota leads it by 2. Gordon has it. He's inside the arc. Throws it off on top over to Jokic. Back over to Murray for three. That one's no good. Minnesota leads it at the 7-minute mark. They're up by 2. Conley has it up the right sideline. He goes to the left-hand crossover move with one hand. Throws it left side. Towns. Three-pointer's no good. Rebound down to Porter. Porter gets the outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Murray gets a pick from Jokic. Moves off of that. Goes on the lane on Gobert. Missed the dunk. Rebound tipped around and grabbed by Conley.
And Jamal starting off 1 of 5, Cos.
Conley has it up the left sideline. He brings it back out over to the point. Throws it left side over to Towns. Now in the corner, McDaniels. Head fake on the three. Drives on Porter. Jumper good and a foul on Mike. They have a break in the action. 6:19 left to go in the first quarter. Minnesota already up 4. They'll have an and one free throw in a moment on the Altitude Radio Network.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier. Having the car accident was an accident.
finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Go to nomoredraftywindows.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? It's time to replace. Fog between the glass. Time to replace. Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen, the company with the most 5-star reviews among leading full-service window replacement companies. And right now you can save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. Just text REVIEW to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for no dollars down, no payments, and no interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings end this month. Text REVIEW to 200-300 right now. Text the word REVIEW to 200-300. Don't wait, text REVIEW to 200-300.
You know, despite everything the Fed has been trying, we are still feeling the effects of inflation. I know you are as well. Filling up your car, grocery shopping, home repairs, everything is more expensive these days. And most of you are paying these bills with a credit card. And credit card debt is at an all-time high as a result. Now, if you're a homeowner, there is a path out. You need to call my friends at American Financing. They can put together a plan to pay off that high-interest credit card debt and create meaningful savings for you every month. They are saving people, just like you and me, an average of $854 a month and closing in as fast as 10 days. Don't wait. Get yourself into a better position. Call their salary-based mortgage consultants today. It costs nothing to get started, and if you start today, you could delay 2 mortgage payments, giving you greater savings up front. Guys, this is a great financial move. Call American Financing at 303-695-7000, 303-695-7000, AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Summer memberships are here at Bristlecone Shooting, Training, and Retail Center in Lakewood. A Bristlecone summer membership is a great way to take advantage of the most popular membership perks at a fraction of the cost. Enjoy free range time, reservation privileges, discounts throughout the facility, and more. Memorial Day through September. Come see why we are the best shooting range, retail, and training facility in the region. And check out our summer memberships today at bristleconeshooting.com or call us at 303-985-0989.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. The Nuggets and Timberwolves on the Altitude Radio Network.
Ibotta's a proud local sponsor of the Denver Nuggets. Download the free app using code NUGGETS to start earning cash back on groceries and more tonight. Ibotta cash back every time you shop. Tonight's game also being brought to you by Ball Corporation. The future is in your hands. Recycle it. Scott's 17% shooting for Denver and 20% from downtown. That can't keep happening. And downstairs we go to Katie Winge.
Pleased with the start energetically for the Denver Nuggets. He said, we're good. We just have to stay with it. We're getting great looks. He wants them to stay aggressive offensively. And despite, like you just mentioned, them shooting 17% from the field, they're also holding Minnesota to 33% from the field. So the defense is there. The offense, they ought to pick it up there.
Thank you, Katie. Back the other way comes Jamal Murray after the McDaniels made free throw. High right side is Jamal Murray. Gets a pick. That's a foul on Towns jumping that screen. Ran right into Murray.
I think it surprised him how quick it was, and lucky that one of those two guys didn't get, boom, hit in the thigh with a knee.
That'll be Denver basketball across the way. Oh, my God. Once the referee figures out what side to inbound the basketball on. KCP throws it in on top over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon hands it out behind him to Jokic. Jokic spin move in the paint. Throws it down low. Jumper won't go. Rebound down to Gobert.
He's going to try to throw that to Gordon, but Gordon got behind McDaniel.
Back the other way comes Mike Conley. Over halfway home in the first quarter. Left side is Towns. Throws it off on the wing to Edwards. Pass to Conley. Now Towns head fake and a drive down the lane. Leans in. Layup good. Nuggets down 7.
Well, you're taking bad shots. You're playing like you're scared. And right there, Joker had a chance to take a charge and didn't.
Jokic has it inside the arc, guarded by Towns. Here comes a double team. Cross-court pass. Pope, 3. Good. That one helps. Nuggets within 4. It's 12-8. Conley has it up the left sideline, guarded by KCP. Spins away from him twice. KCP recovers nicely on defense. Throws out of it over to Edwards. Edwards goes to the left hand, 15-footer. That one's short. 6 rebounds now for Michael Porter Jr. Back the other way is Jamal Murray. Murray's got to get going. In the paint, Jokic leans in. Floater, good.
That's what he's got to do. Gobert was afraid of the lob, didn't even try to contest it.
12-10. Nuggets are within a bucket here. Here comes Mike Conley, less than 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Conley has it on the left side over to Towns. Towns guarded by Gordon. Throws it off over to Edwards. Picked up there by KCP. He goes to the left hand on Casey. He's got his back to the rim. Shot clock winding down. Somebody's got to shoot. McDaniels never got it off on time. Naz Reid, Nickeil Alexander-Walker into the game.
2 pretty good guys you can bring in as a substitute, though, and a good bench. A little bit later in the substitutions tonight, though, even for Minnesota.
Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. He gets a backcourt pick from KCP, and he gets it to the midcourt circle. He's guarded by Walker. Throws it off over to Jokic. Jokic straddles the three-point line. Back over to Murray. Turns the corner. He's got a gap. Bank shot good. Tie ball game at 12 points apiece. Here comes Alexander Walker. Walker has it across the timeline. Throws it off over to Naz Reid. Back over to Walker. He goes to the left hand over to Towns. Towns hands it off to McDaniels. McDaniels working against Gordon. Good defensive stint here by Denver. Back over to Towns. He goes baseline. Jump pass out on top. Edwards. And a 3. No good. Rebound down to Jokic. Excellent defensive effort there that time by the Denver Nuggets. Jokic over to Murray. Left side Porter and a 3. Rims out again. Rebound comes down to Naz Reid. Outlet pass off over to Edwards. Edwards has it between the rings, guarded by Aaron Gordon. He goes to the left hand. Throws it off over to Reid. Reid guarded by Jamal Murray. Backs him down. Throws out of it. Edwards head fake on the 3. Back over to Reid. He'll take one. Good. Nothing but net.
Would rather shoot that, but has the ability to go inside. He can shoot that 3.
Here comes Jokic the other way for Denver. He's inside the arc. Nuggets are down by 3. Throws it off over to Jamal Murray. Gets a high pick from Jokic. Moves off of that. Throws it down low over to Gordon in the short corner. 10-footer. Throws it in the paint over to Jokic. Jumper. No good. Tipped his own miss up and in. 15-14. Nuggets are down by 1. We have a timeout that will come at the next whistle. Edwards has it on the high right side. Guarded by Jamal Murray. They jump him. Get the ball out of his hands. In the corner. 3-pointer. Walker. That one rims out. Rebound down to Murray. Bucket here, and the Wolves will probably call a timeout. Bad pass by Murray. Throws it away. Edwards has it the other way. Euro step. Throws it off the backboard. It goes up and in from McDaniels.
Jamal Murray, 2 more dribbles, and it's a good pass. Can't have turnovers like that.
Here comes Jamal Murray back the other way. Nuggets down by 3 again. Murray brings it over to the midcourt circle. Gets a pick from Jokic. Moves off of that. Drives right down to the mid-post. Catch-up defense played by Walker. Murray's in a post-up. Fadeaway. Good. Timeout, Minnesota. Nuggets are down by 1 on the Altitude Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio has Brett Kane at 6 in the morning.
You need talent, okay?
Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane at 7.
More and more listeners every day. Thank you for growing with us.
Dempsey and Company at 10.
Is this the quarterback that you wanted?
Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC at noon.
Bad day of golf is better than a good day of work. Right.
Kreckman and Lindahl bring it home from 3 to 6.
Just a couple of dudes that take in sports like you.
Denver Sports Talk. Get it all. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord, both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you're driving a Honda, you're driving the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023.
See dealer for financing details. Car and Driver, December 2023, based on 2023 brand image scores from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Headed Look at the hill for some fun and excitement. In Central City, guests come first. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. There's lots of casino options too. Colorado owned and operated, Asian themed, craft brewery focused, and casino hotels too. So next time you're going up the hill, take the quick and easy drive to Central City, I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun. Where does a journey to wellness begin? Do you start looking for diet ideas? Or searching for exercise plans? Actually, you don't have to look far. Just look to the first 2 letters of the word wellness. We means you don't have to figure it out yourself. It means your hopes and challenges are a perfect match for our knowledge and resources. It means anything you want to achieve, together, we can achieve better. Because wellness begins with we. Intermountain Health. The power of we.
There is a reason so many homeowners across the Front Range continue putting their trust in Plumline services. For 25 years and counting, Plumline has been here, partnering with great brands like Carrier to make our lives easier. With dedicated service from Castle Rock to Fort Collins and plum crazy pricing on plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, and drain cleaning, Plumline Services is here for you. Plumline and Carrier. Turn to the experts. Schedule your service online at plumlineservices.com. Plumline Services. Service at home. Servants at heart.
Update your appliances today and save big at Mountain High Appliances Clearance Center. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. Get unbelievable prices on refrigerators, dishwashers, washers and dryers, ranges, and more. On popular brands from KitchenAid, JennAir, Bosch, Sub-Zero Wolf, and many more. Whether you're looking for new, in a box, discontinued, or scratch and dent, our Clearance Center has it all. Visit us today in Denver or online at mountainhighappliance.com.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver and Minnesota on the Altitude Radio Network.
Right, a broadcast of the Denver Nuggets brought to you by the law firm of Burke Simpson, reminding you any rebroadcast of this game is strictly prohibited without the written consent of the Nuggets or the NBA. When the game is on the line, go to BurgSimpson.com. That's B-U-R-G Simpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives. Also, Nuggets fans, don't forget, if one of your Denver Nuggets gets a double-double tonight, tomorrow at Wendy's, you get a free 6-piece nugget, crispy or spicy with any purchase. 100% white meat chicken, breaded to crispy perfection. Valid tomorrow only, 1 per person at participating Denver Front Range and Colorado Springs Wendy's restaurants. Minnesota basketball out of the timeout. We're late in the first quarter. Karl Anthony Towns has it against Jamal Murray at the mid-post. Hook shot, good.
It's just something they didn't do in those 2 losses at home. When Denver switched, they didn't go to Towns. They're doing it tonight again.
Nuggets are down by 3. Jamal Murray has it with 90 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Reggie Jackson up and off the bench here for Denver. Murray has it. He dribbles through the lane. Reverse side layup won't go. Dunked home by Aaron Gordon. 19-18, Denver's down by 1. Minnesota's going to run that same play. They want to get that switch on Jamal Murray and have him guard Karl Anthony Towns. And instead it's a 3 on the way by McDaniels. That one misses. Rebound down to Jokic. Now the Nuggets get the lead back with a bucket. Jokic has it at the point. High pick from Gordon. No look pass in the corner over to Casey. Back over to Jokic. Drives in on Towns. Throws back behind him to Casey. Back over to Jokic. Back over to Casey. Back over to Jokic. Jokic puts it on the floor. Kick out over to Murray. Short clock and a 3. Yeah! Woo. 2-point lead for Denver.
I thought he made it a harder shot than he had initially.
21-19. Now Minnesota can go 2 for 1. They have to shoot it within 3 seconds. Edwards to the rim. Kick out 3. Naz Reid in the corner. Rims out. Rebound Jokic. Difference between game and shot clock. 4.1 seconds. Denver will wind it down. Jokic has it on the high right side. Gets a pick from Gordon. Puts his backside into Towns. Throws out of it over to Murray. Another 3. Got it again! Jamal Murray's come to play in Game 7. Nuggets lead it by 5. Their big lead of the night. Edwards has it the other way. 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Right side over to Reed. Back to Edwards. 2 seconds. Reed has it. Head fake. Gotta shoot it. I don't think he got it off in time. Doesn't matter. He missed it anyway. What an end to the first quarter for Denver. They lead it by 5. 8-0 run by the Nuggets on the Altitude Radio Network.
Visit Ameristar Casino in Blackhawk this spring for all the playoff hoops and hockey action and the return of baseball. They've got the biggest sports book with the most screens. Plus, they're giving away Penn Cash bonuses and prizes to Penn Play Rewards members. Not a member? The Penn Play app is now available in the App Store. Unlock all the fun. Head up the hill and make Ameristar Casino in Blackhawk your sports and playoff viewing headquarters. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
There are trucks. Then there's the truck. GMC Sierra. With available features like the V8 engine, the ultimate luxury interior, and of course, the available world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. Not just any truck, the truck. GMC's continued commitment to professional-grade engineering is on full display at your Colorado GMC dealers. Come take a test drive today and see for yourself. We are professional-grade GMC.
Sometimes men feel angry or overwhelmed. So at mantherapy.org, men can deal with life's issues using tools like Aroman Therapy. Dim the lights, make yourself comfortable, and heat up some essential oils like the ones that emanate from a skillet of sizzling bacon. Now, take a deep breath. Mantherapy.org. Therapy the way a man does it.
There's lots of reasons to make Central City your first stop when you're heading up the hill. Want to play craps? They'll make room for you at the table. Don't get sports betting? They'll teach you. Like steak? They'll cook it just right. That same bartender will be working every trip up and pour your shot of Tuaca as soon as you sit down. In Central City, guests come first. Get there in less than an hour. Take I-70 to exit 243 and the Central City Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun.
Is your job work, or is it rewarding? I'm Sergeant Rice at the Colorado State Patrol, and we're looking for new team members who are problem solvers and like helping others. Apply now, and by this time next year, you could be a Colorado State Trooper with a mobile office and making a difference. Visit csp.colorado.gov/employment to learn more or connect with a recruiter. Applications are now open at csp.colorado.gov/employment.
At Cigna Healthcare, we're designing a better way to treat your aching bones and joints. And that starts with predicting problems before they even become problems, up to a year in advance, with up to 93% accuracy. When you save time avoiding surgeries you don't need, you can spend time doing the things you love. When it comes to healthcare, a better system means better outcomes for everyone. That's better by design. Learn more at Cigna.com/better.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. The Nuggets and Timberwolves on the Altitude Radio Network.
Nuggets finish off that first quarter 8-0 run. She's wearing all maroon tonight. It's Katie Wingy.
Hey, thanks, Kaz. After Game 6, Jamal Murray said he was disappointed in himself for not being able to produce in the way that the team needed him to. Yesterday at practice, Coach Malone said he looked great, he felt great, his elbow felt better, his calf felt better, and he looked really hungry. Well, hungry, I would say, would be a good adjective to describe Jamal Murray's first quarter, 13 points for him.
Good call, Katie. Christian Brown, he's going to be a factor, by the way, into the game now for Denver. Jokic from long, up and in. No hesitation there. Denver leads it by 7, their big lead of the night. That's a 10-0 run dating back to the first quarter. Alexander Walker, top of the key, over to Gobert. Gobert, dribble handoff behind him, over to Walker. Walker has it. Left side back over to Conley. Conley goes to the left hand on Jokic. Are they ever going to involve Edwards here? Walker finally gets it off over to Ant. He goes to his left hand, short in the clock. Naz Reid's going to have to jack one up. It's blocked at the horn by Reggie Jackson.
Good rotations right now defensively, and Edwards getting that ball out of his hand quick.
Edwards has a weird body language going on that last possession. Here comes Reggie Jackson. Nuggets looking to tack on to their 10-0 run. High left side over to Christian Brown. Brown guarded by Naz Reid. Throws it on the right side over to Reggie. Reggie on top over to Jokic, guarded by Gobert. Offensive foul on Reggie Jackson.
So they let Walker hold Reggie, and Reggie retaliated. That's the old, you get the second guy called. I mean, he pushed him, but Walker's got his arm around him, and then a good job, Walker just kind of falling.
Inbound goes to Mike Conley. Conley has it, bottom part of the midcourt circle, left side over to Anthony Edwards. He's guarded by Christian Brown. Edwards throws out on top over to Conley. Conley goes to the left hand. Spins at the point, right side Naz Reid. Drives in on Holiday. In the paint, Gobert loses it. Loose ball picked up by Holiday. Outlet pass off over to Nikola Jokic. Jokic gets a pick there from Michael Porter Jr. Hands it off behind him to Christian. Christian gets in the paint, through the pocket over to Joker, bobbled the pass, and gets fouled from behind by Anthony Edwards.
I love Christian Brown. But one time go in there, force him to play you, and then dish it off. Instead, he kind of gets in there, hesitates, and throws it into traffic.
Shot clock reset to 14 seconds here for Denver. Christian Brown inbound over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson has it. Bounce pass off over to Jokic. Back over to Reggie. Reggie goes to the left hand. Working against Walker. Throws out of it on top over to Jokic. He beats Gobert off the dribble. Wrap around Christian. Layup will go. Tipped up and in by Porter. And that's his first bucket of the night. 12-0 run by Denver. Walker has it top of the key over to Gobert. Gobert looks a little confused on the play. Gets it inside the arc. Throws back behind him over to Edwards. Back over to Gobert. Hook shots on the way. That one misses. Rebound down to Christian Brown. Brown in the front court over to Jokic. Jokic behind him over to Christian. Dangerous pass, but he handled it. Shoot the ball. Porter long two. Yes! Timeout Minnesota. Denver's on a 14-0 run. They lead it by 11 on the Altitude Radio Network.
Hey, Nuggets fans, did you know that nearly 75% of all aluminum ever produced is still in use today? Which means every time you recycle a Ball aluminum can, it gets to come back. For every nail biter, every triumph for the ages, and all the great moments to come, Ball is the official sustainability partner of the Denver Nuggets. So join the recycling revolution. The future is in your hands. Recycle it.
Let's go, Ball Arena! Get on your feet! Nuggets fans, don't miss out. 2024-25 Denver Nuggets season ticket memberships are selling out fast. There are less than 100 season plans left. Last season's membership sold out, so get them before they're gone. Membership plans include playoff pre-sale access and many other great benefits. Score your membership today at Nuggets.com.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Go to nomoredraftywindows.com for full offer details. Attention homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? Fog between the glass? Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace.
If you've put off replacing windows because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen, the company with the most 5-star reviews among leading full-service window replacement companies. And right now, you can save $359 off every window and $887 off every door.
Just text patio to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for no dollars down, no payments, and no interest for a year.
That's right. You don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus, save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings end this month.
Text patio to 200-300 right now. Text the word patio to 200-300. Don't wait. Text patio to 200-300.
Burgers are a classic summer dish for a reason, but they can be a little overdone, you know? Literally. When you want to shake up your routine and try something a little different, you got to try Redbird Farms frozen chicken burgers. Made with antibiotic-free, vegetarian-fed, humanely raised and cage-free chicken. Redbird Farms chicken burgers always hit the spot. Aisle those juicy, flavorful, and delicious chicken burgers with your favorite toppings and have a better burger. Find Redbird Farms frozen chicken burgers at King Soopers, Safeway, and City Market.
Redbird Farms.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver and Minnesota on the Altitude Radio Network.
14-0 run and counting for Denver. Downstairs we go again to Katie Wingy.
Well, Cause, that 14-0 run was something Coach Malone talked about in that huddle. He said we're doing that with our defense right now. And Scott, you know how we talked about the face that Nikola Jokic had walking in, the face that he had watching that fourth quarter in Minnesota? That focus has continued in the Nuggets huddles. He's fired up. He's energetic, very active, talking to his teammates. I saw him have conversations with Reggie Jackson and Michael Porter Jr. during that timeout.
Thanks, Katie. Scott, you picked up on that too as well. Jokic very animated in that timeout huddle. Minnesota basketball. Conley head fake on a 3. 10-foot floater. Tried to flop for a call. Didn't get the whistle. Missed the runner. Rebound down to Christian Brown. Length of the 4 outlet pass. Reggie layup is over Gobert. And it's, over Townsend, blocked. That getaway comes Mike Conley. Throws it in the paint to Gobert. Oh, come on. Touch foul on Denver and Michael Porter Jr. Second foul on him. Here comes Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon into the game.
Denver up 11, 9-14.
So here's your first look at non-Jokic minutes in game number 7. And here we go. Anthony Edwards gets it into Mike Conley. Conley guarded out there by Jamal Murray. Touch foul on Aaron Gordon, not letting Towns get through the lane.
He's trying to push him over the screen. Towns grabbed his arm. Number 2 didn't see that part of it.
And here we go. Edwards looks in. Shot clock still at 16. Bounce pass in the corner over to Conley. Conley goes to the left hand. Guarded by Holiday. Throws it to the midcourt circle to Edwards. Edwards at the point. Drives in on Christian. Head fake twice. Now a tough fadeaway. Jumper's no good. Swatted out by Gobert. Won by Christian Brown on a 50-50. Got fouled on his way to the rim. What a hustle. Christian says count that bucket. He's saying that the defender took it off the rim. He wants an and one.
Well, that thing was under the rim. I don't think it got to the top of it, but what kind of hands did he just show stealing it from Edwards?
He took that away from 2 guys, and then a spin move and a drive. Well, not going to give him the bucket, but 2 free throws here for Christian Brown.
Heck of a play, though, wasn't it?
Oh, my goodness.
This might be good. We were talking a while ago. You can't be afraid to shoot the shot. Let him see a couple free throws go in. Maybe that confidence goes up a little bit shooting.
I don't know, Scott. I'm watching that replay. That thing, it looked like it hit rim first. You're right. It hit the bottom of the rim. I guess that you could call that a rebound, I guess. Second free throw, Christian. That one's good. 16-0 run. Denver leads it here 32-19. And here comes Mike Conley. Conley has it, top of the key over to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns entry pass to Gobert, guarded by Jamal Murray. He puts it on the floor against Murray. Murray trying to hold his ground, stripped it out of his hands, but got whistled for a foul. First one on Jamal. And Gobert to the free throw line. He'll get a couple of them.
Well, it was near a clean steal. Got a lot of ball, but came across that arm after.
Gobert, 69% free throw shooter in the playoffs from the free throw line. Free throw number 1 is on the way. And that one is up and in. Nuggets basketball brought to you by Ameristar Blackhawk. Nestled in the base of the Rocky Mountains, Ameristar Blackhawk is the perfect place to do it all. Also brought to you by Plumbline Services for all your plumbing, heating, cooling, electrical, and drain cleaning needs. Go to PlumlineServices.com. Servicing Castle Rock to Fort Collins. Service at home. Servants at heart. Second free throw by Gobert is also good. And that'll finally stop that Nuggets 16-0 run. Denver leads it by 11. Christian Brown has it top of the key over to Murray. Murray comes off of a Gordon pick. Peels off to the high right side. Goes back to the left hand. A lot of ball handling here. Murray in the paint. Reverse side layup won't go. Rebound fought for. Grabbed by Towns.
Rudy might have got a piece of that shot.
Kyle Anderson. That should be a foul on Gobert. He just reached out and grabbed Christian Brown, was preventing the steal, waiting for the ball like that. They didn't see it quite that way. Minnesota basketball on the side.
No, they didn't, did they?
Conley looks in. 18 on the shot clock. Inbound goes to Slow-Mo. He throws it out on top over to Towns. Another foul on Denver down low. Again, they're protecting
the heck out of Rudy. I told you, they called that first foul of the game on him, and he was over there talking to the officials for about 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, now they're kind of rewarding him, but already Minnesota with 8 minutes to go in the bonus. And this is kind of a side effect when the bench struggles, too, is the other team gets in the bonus so fast.
Right.
Well, Rudy just fell down. That's a weak, soft Game 7 call.
First free throw for Rudy. Off the back of the rim and no good. Game 6, he had 8 points, 14 rebounds. Second free throw thrown. Second one's on the way, and that one is up and in. And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it up the left sideline. 4 minutes have gone by in the period. Murray picked up by Towns behind the back over to Christian. He's afraid to shoot. Christian back behind him over to Murray. He goes to the left hand. He's in the paint. Little floaters on the way. No good. He got fouled.
Christian Brown has turned down jumpers. At least 3 of them in this game. Murray's going to get some free throws is good, but Christian can't be afraid, man. He's going to get wide open.
Jamal Murray started slow. Now 5 of 11 shooting the basketball. KCP, Nikola Jokic up and off the bench now for Denver. They'll come in after Murray's first free throw. Free throw for Jamal. That one's good. It'll be Michael Porter Jr. and Holiday coming out for Denver.
The only thing good about the switching defense and then putting bigs of Minnesota with the ball on the block is you're taking it out of Anthony Edwards' hands.
That's 100% true. Because they want to expose what they feel is a mismatch, which, quite frankly, it is. Second free throw by Murray is good. Nuggets lead it here by 12. Kyle Anderson has it at the point. Throws it off on the high left side over to Conley. Back in the paint, Gobert. Behind him, over to Anderson. Anderson, dribble handoff behind him over to Conley. Conley through the pocket to Anderson. In the corner, McDaniels 3. Good ball movement that time by Minnesota.
It's an illegal screens by Gobert. You got to talk to the officials all the time.
Jokic has it on the high left side, guarded by Towns. Hands it off over to Jamal Murray. Murray has the ball knocked away from behind on a reach around. McDaniels has Christian to beat. Leans in, layup, good. Now it's a run by Minnesota to get the Nugget lead back down to 7. 34-27. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Gordon has it. Throws it off over to Jokic. Guarded by Towns again.
Gotta move.
Jokic throws out of it over to Casey. Left side Murray. Now in the corner, Christian 3. Rims out. Rebound down to Gobert. A bucket here. Denver will call a timeout. Anderson has it up the left sideline. Gets a high pick from Gobert. Jump shot won't go. And the farthest away official make a call there.
The baseline opposite of the ball guy. Nice head fake by Anderson in the air. We're showing the replay of McDaniels' layup. They wanted a push-off foul. The layup didn't get the call.
Kyle Anderson to the free throw line. Free throw number 1 is up and in, and he'll have one more. Second free throw coming up here for Kyle Anderson. That one's on the way. And that one's good. He got the roll. Nugget lead all of a sudden now down to 5, 34-29.
Got a joker in the block somewhere. Let's see if these guys will double again.
Here comes Aaron Gordon, top of the key over to Jokic. Jokic has it inside the... That's a foul on McDaniels, dragging Murray down to the floor. Second foul on McDaniels. Denver basketball across the way.
And Denver, next foul will be in the bonus as well. Minnesota's bench is up and yelling at something.
Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. He has it in the corner. High pick from Gordon. Moves off of that. His defender falls down. Murray at the dotted line. Leans in. Floater good.
McDaniels did that in one of the games there. They kept trying to flop the foul, not getting it. He puts his defense in a tough position.
Conley has it at the point. Right side over to Towns. Head fake on the three. Drives in on Gordon. It's going to be a foul on Gordon. Offensive foul. The crew chief overruled number 3.
Kind of hooked Gordon and got the call earlier. Gordon just stayed with him this time. Yeah, he had his arm wrapped up behind him.
And here comes Jamal Murray. Nuggets lead it by 7 with the basketball. Has at the bottom part of the midcourt circle. Timeout comes next whistle. Murray throws it off over to Jokic. Gets a little shove from behind by Towns. Hands it off to Casey. 12-footer. Jumper's good.
That's his money spot right there.
And don't hesitate. Shoot with confidence. Anderson has it at the point. Throws it off over to Conley. Conley gets a pick from Gobert. Moves off of that. He goes baseline. Throws it off behind him over to McDaniels. Now down low to Anderson against Jokic. Jumper bank no good. Now a bucket here, and you flip the script. Minnesota will call the timeout. Right side is Jamal Murray. Murray guarded by Anderson. He goes to the right hand. Wing jumper. Got it to foul as well. Kyle Anderson. Boy, that was a high archer right there, Scott.
They just hit him right on the elbow. Used to be, I remember the late great Danny Roundfield used to show us you shoot, and they used to let you get with it. You just tap that elbow up.
Yeah.
Make him shoot it higher, and it'd be either long or real short. Try to get away with it, and Murray knocked it in.
And one free throw. Jamal Murray is up and in. Denver's big lead of the game right now. They're up by 12. 41-29. Anthony Edwards has it at the midcourt circle. High pick there from Anderson. Edwards throws it off over to Towns. Skip pass to Naz Reid. McDaniels has it in the corner for 3. Missed it. Rebound comes down to KCP. Can't believe Minnesota hasn't tried to stop this bleeding here. Jokic has it at the bottom part of the midcourt. That's a foul on Jaden McDaniels.
He's got a hold on him. He's grabbing him. Easy call, and Murray should be shooting free throws.
That's 3 on him. And Jamal Murray back to the free throw line here.
Jay, you can't grab and hold, especially around the waist. I mean, it was a hold. It was a hold right along the waist area.
Isn't this a timeout? Am I missing something?
Minnesota called one at 9:40.
Oh, okay. There it is. So Jamal Murray to the free throw line here, and he'll get a couple of them. Murray's got 20 points in the first half on 7 of 13 shooting. Free throw number 1 is up and in.
And he started 1 of 5. So do the math right there.
I actually can. 6 of 8. 6 of 8.
Pretty good.
Thank you. Second free throw for Murray. And that one's good. Nuggets lead it now by 14, 43-29. Inbound goes to Alexander Walker. He gets it across the timeline. Jamal Murray, 50% of the scoring load for Denver. What defense there by Murray?
Don't foul, though.
Throws it off over to Edwards. Edwards picked up by Gordon. This has Christian Brown guarding Towns. Towns Spins baseline on Christian, leans in, layup won't go, got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Number 3 thinks it's March 12th. He runs into Brown. There's body.
Ooh,
but I tell you what, that's pretty good defense up top at the end.
Here's a better. Yeah, I mean, technically that's a foul. Towns to the free throw line, and he'll get a couple of them. Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. Rudy Gobert back on the floor. Kyle Anderson goes out.
As physical as Christian been while he's been in there, just his first foul.
That's a great sign.
Right.
Second free throw for Towns, and that one's good. 43-31. Nuggets lead it by 12. And here we go. Here comes Aaron Gordon. He'll bring the basketball up here for Denver. Dribble handoff behind him over to KCP. Top of the key now is Murray. Murray guarded by Edwards. Goes to the left hand. Beat him off the dribble. Wrap around to Gordon. Dunk. 2 hands. 14-point lead for Denver.
Nori holding on to their timeouts.
Anthony Edwards has it on the high left side, guarded by Gordon. He split the defenders, leans in, gets fouled on his way to the rim. Good hard foul there by KCP, preventing an Edwards dunk.
But and maybe the first time defensively you saw a little slippage, just gave a little bit of a space on that high pick and roll.
Anthony Edwards tonight, Scott, 1 of 6. Free throw number 1 for him is up and in. A random person brings you coffee and you drink it?
TNT, they always bring it.
Oh, they do.
The TNT runner always brings it.
Nice. Yeah. Second free throw's up and in.
That's what happens when you're big time.
I guess. 45-33. You're the same guy that pays $8 for a soda on the road, right? Jokic has it over to Christian Brown. Brown gets to the dotted line, goes up for a dunk, missed it, but got fouled by Naz Reid.
He was worried about Rudy again, because I think he had a 2-hand, and he kind of tried to get a little bit more first, but he got a little push by Reid. Well, that would have been a big and one right there.
Yep, that would have been a big one. Because Gobert stepped away. He didn't want any part of that. You know, I know they're calling it the right way, right? I mean, there's fouls out there. I understand that. But it'd be nice for a Game 7 if we actually got to watch basketball as opposed to free throws all the time.
Both teams in the bonus for a while here. Christian misses the first. Got to make this enough. We said that before. Guys off the bench, you just got to make your free throws.
Right. Second free throw here for Christian Brown. And that one's good. Nuggets lead it by 13, 46-33. And here comes Mike Conley. Conley has it at the midcourt circle. Guarded now by Aaron Gordon after Denver switches it. Right side, Edwards. Edwards throws out of it. Conley, top of the key, Walker. Walker against Murray. Back to Conley in a 3. Air ball. Rebound down to Jokic.
Joker was looking for the baseball pass.
Outlet pass off over to Jamal Murray. Gets a pick from Jokic. It's pick and roll between those two. Murray gets another pick. Moves off of that. Throws behind his head over to Joker. Guarded by Gobert. It's an ISO. Puts it on the floor. He goes to work. Does the big fella. Leans in. Blocked from behind. Got it back. Put it up and in. 15-point lead for Denver.
Rudy, for the defensive player of the year, really tries to flop a lot.
Why is Minnesota not calling a timeout? Conley, left side, Towns 3. That one's good.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why. Nugget lead back down to 12, 48-36. Jamal Murray has it left side of the midcourt circle. It's a long run for Christian Brown. He gets a high pick for KCP. Another one from Jokic. He moves off of that, goes to the right hand, turns the corner. Cross-court pass, Casey. Sidestep 3. It's an air ball. Rebound comes down to Conley.
Yeah, not his game right there.
No. 2.5 left to go in the first half. Timeout comes next whistle. Conley has it at the point. Throws it left side over to Walker. Walker guarded by Murray. Entry pass into Towns, guarded by Christian Brown. He starts backing him down. Spins baseline fadeaway. Good. 5 in a row by Towns. And now Malone will take the timeout. Nugget lead down to 10 on the Altitude Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio has Brett Kane at 6 in the morning.
You need talent, okay?
Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane at 7.
More and more listeners every day. Thank you for growing with us.
Dempsey and Company at 10.
Is this the quarterback that you wanted?
Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC at noon.
Bad day of golf is better than a good day of work.
Right.
Kreckman and Lindahl bring it home from 3 to 6.
Just a couple of dudes that take in sports like you.
Denver Sports Talk. Get it all. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Tyler from Wendy's here. The best part of Wendy's new Cinnabon Pull-Apart is every part. Unlike mornings, which have no good parts. Until now. Because with Wendy's new breakfast Cinnabon Pull-Apart, mornings finally don't completely suck. And now that mornings have warm, cinnamon sugar rolled dough and ooey gooey frosting, are they the best part of every day? Probably not, but you get the idea. Get to Wendy's today and get the best part in every bite with the new Cinnabon Pull-Apart.
At participating U.S. Wendy's, Cinnabon is a registered trademark of Cinnabon Franchisor SPP LLC.
Hey, basketball fans, ready to score some cash back? Tip off your shopping trips with the Ibotta app and get cash back on groceries and more. Start with Ibotta to find offers at hundreds of your favorite retailers, from grocery and home improvement to sporting goods and apparel. Then shop as usual in-store or online. The average saver earns over $100 per year. Download the free app and start earning cash back today. Ibotta. Cash back made easy. Ibotta is a proud sponsor of the Denver Nuggets.
The Honda you want is here, so drive in the moment with the versatile CR-V or Accord, both named a Car and Driver 10 Best. And when you're driving a Honda, you're driving the brand named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand for 2023.
See dealer for financing details. Car and Driver, December 2023, based on 2023 brand image scores from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
At Berg Simpson, our team's tireless dedication sets us apart. With every client and every case, we prepare to go to trial. We're proud of the success, verdicts, and settlements we've gotten, and we'll continue to go the extra mile to get our clients the best possible outcome. Let Berg Simpson's team of experienced personal injury lawyers fight to get you the money you need and deserve.
If you've been injured, call Berg Simpson for free now at 303-790-2525. BergSimpson.com. Good lawyers changing lives. It's not just a slogan. It's who we are.
Summer memberships are here at Bristlecone Shooting, Training, and Retail Center in Lakewood. A Bristlecone summer membership is a great way to take advantage of the most popular membership perks at a fraction of the cost. Enjoy free range time, reservation privileges, discounts throughout the facility, and more. Memorial Day through September. Come see why we are the best shooting range, retail, and training facility in the region. And check out our summer memberships today at bristleconeshooting.com or call us at 303-985-0989.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. The Nuggets and Timberwolves on the Altitude Radio Network.
In the first half, let's go downstairs to Katie Wingy.
Just a quick note from that Denver Nuggets huddle. Coach Malone told his guys how we close this half is super important to this game. Obviously, you guys talked about Cat scoring the last 5 points for Minnesota, but if Denver can close out this quarter and extend or keep this lead, that would put them with the momentum going into the second half, guys.
Thanks, Katie. Minnesota 4 of 11 from the floor shooting the basketball this period, but they're getting help. They're 9 of 10 from the free throw line. And the Nugget lead is at 10 right now, 48-38. Denver basketball out of the timeout.
Denver is 8 of 9 free throws. I mean, that's 19 free throws in a game 7 in one quarter.
And, you know, that's what I mean. I think there are fouls but it's just a lot of whistles. Murray has it on the high left side against the Ant-Man. He throws top of the key to Jokic, pulls the trigger on a three. That one misses left.
Just struggled last 2 games from the three-point line.
Outlet pass off over to Conley from Gobert. Gobert has it on the high left side. Top of the key to Walker. Walker left side now to Conley. Head fake on the three. Now he takes it. Short, no good. Rebound hits the ground and then picked up by Jokic. Jokic quickly up the floor. Right side over to Casey. Back to Joker. Alley-oop. Miss dunk. Gordon. Ball tips around. Rebound down to Jokic. Skip past Porter. 3. Missed that one as well. He's really struggling with the shot. Rebound down to Gobert. Outlet pass off over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it. Crossover move on KCP. Can't get past him. Gets double teamed. On top to Towns, left side, three-pointer. Walker rims out, rebound tipped and grabbed by Jokic. 12 rebounds for Nikola Jokic. That's a double-double for him in the first half. Jamal Murray has it on the right side. Working against Towns. Baseline jumper. No good. Rebound Joker. Put it back up. Got it. The foul as well. Whistled against Anthony Edwards.
I think they're going to give him a shot attempt on that first tip and 2 rebounds. The second one was better because it goes in.
That's a foul. Christian Brown comes into the game and Michael Porter Jr. goes out.
And Michael struggling a little bit. He is 2 of 7, 0 for 2 from the 3. Does have 7 boards. I think this is more last 58 seconds trying to get some defense going. He does have 2 fouls also.
Free throw number 1 here for Joker. I'm sorry, the and 1 free throw is good. Nuggets lead it here 51-38. And here comes Mike Conley. Conley has it up the left sideline. Throws it off over to Gobert. Gobert inside the arc over to Edwards. Edwards guarded one-on-one with Christian Brown. Throws out of it to Conley. Conley drives in past Jokic. Over to Towns. In the corner, it's Walker. Walker puts it on the floor. Jumper. No good. Rebound down to Jokic. Jokic has it up the right sideline. Guarded by Edwards. Throws out of it on top over to Murray. Murray back over to Jokic, who straddles the three-point line. Now he's picked up by Gobert. It's an ISO. No double team. Back on top to Murray. Murray back over to Jokic. Jokic puts it on the floor against Gobert, throws it away. Loose ball stolen by Edwards. In the front court, Conley to the rim. Blocked by Brown. Loose ball down to Casey. Outlet pass Murray. It's a 3-on-1. Murray, jumper. Good!
Christian Brown, he just subbed in too, Cos.
What a play by Christian Brown. Edwards has it. Takes a 3, fighting the horn, misses it. And Denver's in the driver's seat through 2 quarters of play. Nuggets on top, 53-38. We'll take a timeout. Then my main man, Mark Bertinoli, has the halftime report coming up next on the Altitude Radio Network.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
Stolen by Denver. Nuggets have the numbers 3-on-1. Murray, Brown, layup, good!
Nuggets halftime is next on the Altitude Radio Network.
The aggressor, and I got your back.
The story of the nurse and the foot pain that nearly brought him down.
I feel like I'm giving people their lives back.
Robert lived to take care of his patients, but he couldn't do it unless he took care of his foot pain.
I have plantar fasciitis. It'll almost put you on your knees. That's how much it hurts.
His own recovery started when he got fitted for arch supports at the Good Feet store.
Now that I'm pain free, I can make these people feel better.
Can't beat that. Stop by or schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Visit the Good Feet store in Broomfield, Centennial, Lakewood, Fort Collins, or Cherry Creek North.
Hey, Colorado. At Phil Long Ford of Denver's Commercial Vehicle Center, we take your business further. With Colorado's largest selection of work-ready trucks, flatbeds, service bodies, cargo vans, and passenger vans, our commercial experts are here to help you every step of the way. We'll find the perfect vehicle for all your business needs. That's why Colorado businesses drive Phil Long Ford of Denver. Go online at phillongdenver.com or come see us at 7977 West Tufts off Wadsworth, just south of Hampton.
Hey, Colorado sports fans, Vic Lombardi here letting you know Altitude Sports is streaming on Fubo. You can watch the Nuggets, the Avalanche, and more sports, shows, movies, news, all of it. Over 350 channels streaming live on your television, phone, and other devices. No cable required. Best part, you can try Fubo for free. There's no contract or commitment. To start watching, just go to FuboTV.com. That's FuboTV.com.
Next time you want to drive up the hill to play at the casinos in Central City, don't crawl up that old twisty canyon stuck behind slow buses and gravel trucks. Do what I do. Take I-70 to the Central City Casino Parkway. It's a quick, easy, scenic drive, and best of all, it's a modern 4-lane highway. Central City offers everything you need. Hotels, dining, bars open 24/7, and live casino action day or night. So remember, don't take old twisty, cruise I-70 to the Parkway and take the 4 lanes to fun.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
What's up, baby? What's up, MVP? Yeah, what?
This is the Intermountain Healthcare Halftime Show.
Get your energy, get your spirit. Let's go take this game. Okay?
On the Altitude Radio Network, here's Mark Bertinoli.
This halftime report is brought to you by Intermountain Healthcare, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. Welcome, along with Cole Smith and Jordan Berg. I'm Mark Bertinoli. We're coming to you live from the concourse here at Ball Arena in downtown Denver, Colorado. And at halftime of Game 7, the Denver Nuggets lead the Minnesota Timberwolves 53-38. We'll get to all your halftime festivities in just a moment, but first let's pause 10 seconds for a legal ID up and down the Altitude Radio Network.
KKSE-FM Broomfield, Denver. This is Denver Nuggets basketball. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
All right, let's listen to these highlights and also check out what's going on in the starting five for your Nuggets. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Century Casino. Find the hottest slots and table games action at Century Casino and Hotel, just 1 mile from Blackhawk in scenic, walkable Central City. Welcome to the Winter Zone. And when it comes to the five starters for the Denver Nuggets, it's Jamal Murray who is cooking at the half. Jamal's got 24. Joker's got 13 points and 15 rebounds and 5 assists in 23 minutes. And the Nuggets are looking good. But let's hear how it happened as we check out our highlight segment. Well, it's Game 7. It is a winner-take-all. Game number 7. At the end of tonight, one of these teams will be going home, and one of these teams will be heading to the Western Conference Finals, where they'll face the Dallas Mavericks, who eliminated the Thunder just last night. And to start this game, Nuggets looked a little nervous or a little too much energy to start this one as Minnesota jumped out to the early lead, but the team would settle down, get it together, and start looking pretty good. And we begin with Aaron Gordon.
Reggie Jackson up and off the bench here for Denver. Murray has it. He dribbles through the lane. Reverse side layup won't go. Dunked home by Aaron Gordon. 19-18. Denver's down by 1. Minnesota's going to run that same play. They want to get that switch on Jamal Murray and have him guard Karl Anthony Towns.
And speaking of Jamal Murray, he would start to cook. Jamal began the game shooting just 1 of 5 from the field, but somewhere in the middle of the first quarter, the Blue Arrows showed up.
From Gordon. No look past the corner over to Casey. Back over to Jokic. Drives in on Towns. Throws back behind him to Casey. Back over to Jokic. Back over to Casey. Back over to Jokic. Jokic puts it on the floor. Kick out over to Murray. Short clock and a 3. Yeah! Woo. 2-point lead for Denver.
I thought he made it a harder shot than he had initially.
21-19. Difference between game and shot clock. 4.1 seconds. Denver will wind it down. Jokic has it on the high right side. Gets a pick from Gordon. Puts his backside into Towns. Throws out of it over to Murray. Another 3. Got it again! Jamal Murray's come to play in Game 7. Nuggets lead it by 5. Their big lead of the night.
Denver had a 24-19 lead after the first quarter. Jamal Murray had 10 points in that first quarter. Joker had 16. So to the second quarter we go, and the Nuggets really started to get cranked up in the second as other players outside of Joker and Jamal stepped up, including KCP.
And here comes Jamal Murray. Nuggets lead it by 7 with the basketball. Has at the bottom part of the midcourt circle. Timeout comes next whistle. Murray throws it off over to Jokic. Gets a little shove from behind by Towns. Hands it off to Casey. 12-footer. Jumper's good.
That's his money spot right there.
And don't hesitate. Shoot with confidence.
Nuggets are shooting the ball pretty well, at least compared to last game. They're shooting it at a 45% clip from the field and 33% from 3, while Minnesota is averaging, well, they're shooting 31% from the field and 25% from 3. But once again, the story of the first half was Jamal Murray. Here he is with the hoop and the harm.
Right side is Jamal Murray. Murray guarded by Anderson. He goes to the right hand. Wing jumper. Got it to foul as well. Kyle Anderson. Boy, that was a high archer right there, Scott.
They just hit him right on the elbow. Used to be, I remember the late great Danny Roundfield used to show us you shoot, and they used to let you get with it. You just tap that elbow up.
Yeah.
Make him shoot it higher, and it'd be either long or real short. Try to get away with it, and Murray knocked it in.
Jamal's got 24 points in 21 minutes. He is 8 of 15 from the field and 3 of 5 from 3. And then Aaron Gordon will close out the first half in style.
And here we go. Here comes Aaron Gordon. He'll bring the basketball up here for Denver. Dribble handoff behind him over to KCP. Top of the key now is Murray. Murray guarded by Edwards. Goes to the left hand. Beat him off the dribble. Wrap around to Gordon. Dunk. 2 hands. 14-point lead for Denver.
Norrie holding on to the timeouts.
Jamal's got 24. Joker's got 13 points and 15 rebounds. And the Nuggets lead the Wolves at halftime 53-38. Nuggets basketball is brought to you by Central City. Take I-70 to exit 243 in the Central City Casino Parkway. Your 4 lanes to fun. We'll continue after a quick timeout right here on the Altitude Radio Network.
The Intermountain Healthcare Halftime Show on the Altitude Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of Mile High playoff basketball. And we're teaming up with the Nuggets to bring you some amazing prizes, like an autographed basketball, an autographed jersey, a gift card to Altitude Authentics, and tickets to a Nuggets playoff game.
Well, if you're not awake yet, you are now.
Listen all day Wednesday and Thursday for keywords to text and enter. You can also enter at nuggets.com/playoffs. It's the Mile High Playoff Sweepstakes from the Nuggets and Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Men, this is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic. And though I generally talk about medicine and effective treatments for erectile dysfunction and other men's sexual health issues, today I want to talk about love. Because love is the best reason to get treated for your ED. You see, ED can cause major relationship issues. In fact, men often push their partners away when ED becomes a problem. The condition can cause depression, arguments, breakups, and even contribute to divorce. But the good news is that if you're like most men suffering with ED, you can be successfully treated at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic and put a stop to the relationship stresses that ED can cause. I say this with all confidence because we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. Truly, it's likely you'll find you're performing like you haven't in years. So make an appointment and get the love back in your life. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, Jew. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, Jew. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more, Jew. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
A happy place comes in many colors. One that leaves you feeling refreshed. Something that gets you all fired up. Or gives you the space to chill. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters and make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
The Intermountain Healthcare Halftime Show on the Altitude Radio Network.
Nuggets Nation, when new customers bet up to $100 with Fanatics Sportsbook, they'll get up to $100 in bonus bets every day for the first 10 days, win or lose. Terms apply. Download the Fanatics Sportsbook app tonight. Welcome back to your halftime report, where the Nuggets lead the Timberwolves 53-38 here in a winner-take-all Game 7. We had a winner-take-all in New York City, a Game 7 between the Knicks and the Pacers, and that game was a rout. The Indiana Pacers hammered the New York Knicks. Now listen, the Knicks were banged up, and Jalen Brunson left this game in the third quarter with what turned out to be a broken hand, but they were getting housed way before that. The Indiana Pacers set an NBA playoff shooting record as they shot 67% from the field tonight to house New York. The Pacers made 10 of their first 11 shots. They made 20 of the first 25 shots they took. The entire starting 5 was in double figures and were in the plus. Tyrese Halliburton finished with 26. Dante DiVincenzo had 39 points. He was 11 of 21 from the field, but the Pacers just steamrolled the Knicks in that one. They win the game 130-109, and the Pacers move on to face the Boston Celtics, who have had, well, Boston's had like a week off at least, right? It's going to be forever since the Celtics have played basketball. I believe game one of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Pacers and the Celtics goes on Tuesday night there in Boston. In the NHL, there is one Game 7, but it's tomorrow night. The Oilers and Canucks play Game 7 in Vancouver tomorrow. This afternoon, the Colorado Rockies fell to the San Francisco Giants as the Giants get their first series sweep of the season, and they beat the Rockies 4-1 this afternoon. In our contest, Jamal Murray's got 24, and the Nuggets have the lead at halftime. It's 53-38. The second half, with Jason Kosminski, Scott Hastings, and Katie Wingy is next right here on the Altitude Radio Network.
Nuggets fans, don't miss out. 2024-25 Denver Nuggets season ticket memberships are selling out fast. There are less than 100 season plans left. Last season's memberships sold out, so get them before they're gone. Membership plans include playoff pre-sale access and many other great benefits. Score your membership today at Nuggets.com.
Hey, I'm Francisco from Ryan House. How about tonight? I cook dinner for you.
For me?
Sure.
How about us?
Why not? I got a menu that can't miss, including brats, of course, but we also have a menu that includes authentic pork schnitzel or traditional spätzle. I'll cook you a great dinner.
Sounds good.
Enjoy dinner at Ryan House, then play a little bocce to see who buys dessert. Ryan House, next to Wally's Wisconsin Tavern at 14th and Market.
Summer memberships are here at Bristlecone Shooting, Training, and Retail Center in Lakewood. A Bristlecone summer membership is a great way to take advantage of the most popular membership perks at a fraction of the cost. Enjoy free range time, reservation privileges, discounts throughout the facility, and more. Memorial Day through September. Come see why we're the best shooting range, retail, and training facility in the region. And check out our summer memberships today at bristleconeshooting.com or call us at 303-985-0989.
Denver Nuggets basketball.
We're going to set it off with this. Let's go. Let's go.
All up in your face.
Come back again. Come back again.
It's time for the second half.
Now there's some life in this building.
Here's the voice of the Denver Nuggets, Jason Kosminski.
All right, pick it up, Blue. Come on.
On the Altitude Radio Network.
Hit a double-double tonight, so don't forget tomorrow you can go to Wendy's and get a free 6-piece nugget, crispy or spicy with any purchase. Valid tomorrow only, one per person at participating Denver Front Range and Colorado Springs Wendy's restaurants. Also, gang, the third quarter of Nuggets basketball brought to you by the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey, Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Denver basketball here to begin the second half. Murray floater from the baseline goes up and in, and the Nuggets lead it 55-38, their big lead of the night.
And they're not letting Murray bring it up. The other people bring it up and keep some pressure off of it.
Conley has it at the point, throws it on the left side to McDaniels. Now entry pass over to Towns. Towns backs down Murray. Murray trying to poke check him. A foul on Murray even after he backed up and had his hands in the air.
Towns does a good job of kind of the Joker play. If your arm is in there, he really cuffs you, clamps down on you like this, and then you can't do anything but just kind of freeze.
Minnesota basketball on the side here. Now you just hope they don't get Minnesota into the bonus here like in the opening 3 minutes.
Right.
Conley looks in, throws it off over to Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it. He goes to the left hand, picked up by Gordon after Denver switches it. Throws out of it. Deep three, Towns. Missed it. Rebound tipped by Jokic over to KCP. Jokic has it the other way. Jokic has it inside the arc here for Denver. Hands it off to Jamal Murray, gives him a pick. They switch that. Murray step back three. That one rims out as a heat check, in my opinion. Here comes Anthony Edwards the other way. It's 3-on-3 to go. That's a double dribble. Leans in. Layup won't go. Rebound comes down to KCP from 1 foot away. Casey hooks it in the corner. Murray 3. Boom! Shakalaka. Did you hear what he said when he let that basketball go? I promise you, he let that thing go, and he said, that's good. Somebody go back and listen to that before it goes in. That's confidence. Towns hook shot. Air ball. Down to Gobert. Now in the corner to McDaniels. Throws a bullet bounce pass off over to Towns for 3. Missed it again. Rebound comes down to Jokic. Nuggets up by 20 and looking to tack on. Jokic left side over to Casey. High pick from Jokic. Another pick from Porter. Throws it to Mike on the pick and pop. He goes to the left hand. Back to Jokic. Jokic hands it off to Casey. Turns the corner from 13. Missed it. Rebound down to Towns. And here comes Mike Conley the other way. Conley has it left side of the midcourt circle. He gets a high pick from Gobert. Top of the key, Towns. Back to Gobert. Dunk, 2 hands. Quick inbound for Denver. And here comes Jokic quickly up the other end of the floor. Stop ball by Mike Conley. Jokic creeps it up to the 3-point line. Hands it off to Murray. Turns the corner on Towns. Gets to the wing. Goes baseline. Head fake. Gets shoved out of bounds by McDaniels.
Tell you what, he had Joker on that short roll. If you would have seen him earlier, but that quick little shove just knocked him to the ground.
4 foul on McDaniels.
But not a smart one right there. He had no. I mean, Murray picked up his dribble. He had nowhere to go.
KCP gets it into Aaron Gordon. Now Porter, another flop by McDaniels. 10-footer rims out. Boy, he's got to make those. That's why you're here. Here comes Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it at the midcourt circle. Gets a high pick from Gobert. Moves off of that. Split the defenders. Gets down the lane. Leans in. Kick out 3, McDaniels. Good. Nice drive and a dish that time by the Ant-Man.
Well, Christian Brown played 10 minutes off the bench in that first half. And Michael keeps missing shots, and defensively, Christian Brown's going to be a little stronger for you.
Gordon has it at the point, over to Jamal Murray. Murray palms the basketball in his right hand. He tries a blow by on Edwards, throws out of it to Gordon. Gordon dribbles through the lane, back behind him to Jokic. Short clock, Jokic gets tied up, and a foul called on Towns.
They're going to call a jump. Nope, they're going to say arm. I thought for a little bit they were indicating a jump.
Boy, and that's with the shot clock, basically the horn sounding.
No, and the heads up of Joker realizing that.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Right, knew the clock and said, okay, let's go, I got to go.
Now what? They're going to challenge that. So that's our first challenge of the game, and it'll be by Minnesota. We'll find out if they are successful or not in a moment on the Altitude Radio Network.
Mark Springer here for Bet365, and at Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every basket, every game, every point, every play. From the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. Whether it's a three-pointer at the buzzer to tie the game, or a player goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only, must be present in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Men, this is Jeff for the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic, and you've heard me talk a lot about how treating low testosterone can improve your sleep, your workouts, your energy levels, and more. But today I want to talk to you about your sex drive, because low testosterone can have a significant impact on your desire for intimacy. It can even be a factor in erectile dysfunction. And if you're in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship, a low sex drive could really be a problem. The good news is that if you're like most guys, treating your low testosterone could really change the way you feel about sex, giving you back the flame and desire that is so important when you love someone. So if you're feeling sluggish and tired, if you're not sleeping well, if your workouts aren't that great, and most of all, if your sex drive is more like a putt, make an appointment at the Rocky Mountain Men's Clinic and have your testosterone levels checked. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 720-440-7900 or go to RockyMountainMen'sClinic.com. We have 5 offices across the Front Range to serve you.
I know a lot of you out there think mortgage rates are extremely extremely high, but that's not entirely true. Mortgage rates are actually much lower than the average credit card rate of 22%. Think about how much interest you're going to pay on that credit card if you're only paying the minimum payment every month. Now, if you're a homeowner, a cash-out refi with American Financing can help you pay off that debt and lower your monthly expenses. Guys, this is a good financial decision. American Financing are saving homeowners just like you an average of $854 a month. Their salary-based mortgage consultants will show you how much money you can save every month with no upfront fees and no obligation. You may even close in as fast as 10 days and possibly delay 2 mortgage payments, giving you greater savings on the front end. Get the financial relief you need and stop living paycheck to paycheck. Call American Financing today, 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online, AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 122334 and MLSConsumerAccess.org.
Summer memberships are here at Bristlecone Shooting, Training, and Retail Center in Lakewood. A Bristlecone summer membership is a great way to take advantage of the most popular membership perks at a fraction of the cost. Enjoy free range time, reservation privileges, discounts throughout the facility, and more. Memorial Day through September. Come see why we're the best shooting range, retail, and training facility in the region. And check out our summer memberships today at bristleconeshooting.com or call us at 303-985-0989.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver and Minnesota on the Altitude Radio Network.
The challenge by Minnesota, they want to say that was not a foul on Karl Anthony Towns, and here's the call by Scott Foster.
After review, the challenge was unsuccessful. The defender was deemed to get to the ball, but then at the very end slid to the wrist. There was nothing clear and conclusive to overturn the call. The timeout will be charged, and Minnesota will not be able to challenge subsequent plays.
And that review brought to you by Fubo TV. Altitude Sports is streaming on Fubo. Watch the Nuggets and more live TV and sports without cable. Visit FuboTV.com.
Well, and the key thing is no more challenges now from Minnesota, and Joker still gets 2 free throws.
And Joker to the line here. Nuggets lead at 58-43. It's an interesting free throw number 1, no good by Joker. This is an interesting stretch of the game, Scott, because 20-point leads go away all the time in the NBA.
Well, so go ask Oklahoma City.
Right, yeah, exactly that. And right now, it's 15. So this is where it gets interesting. Like, can you get it to 23, or can those other cats get it down to 8?
Can you go on a little 9-2 run?
Here we go. Edwards has it in the corner. Catch and go McDaniels. Opposite corner Conley. Towns top the key. Edwards 3. Short, no good. Rebound Conley. Conley peels off to the high right side. He goes to the left hand. Casey Peak fighting through the top of the picks left and right. Now Edwards has it. Edwards, long 2. Air ball that goes out of bounds. Sheesh.
Pretty good defense by Aaron Gordon.
Denver basketball coming back the other way. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Nuggets lead it by 16 points. Murray has it across the timeline. Right side over to Jokic. Jokic goes baseline on Towns. He's in the low block. He throws out of it over to Casey. Right back over to Joker. Joker gets double teamed back to Casey. Top the key Murray. Murray against McDaniels. High pick. Joker moves off of that. Got to shoot it. Does. 3. Off the back of the rim and no good. Gordon tips the rebound, but it comes right to Mike Conley. Outlet pass off over to Edwards. Edwards has it. Top of the key. Towns. Head fake and a drive on Jokic. Gets down the lane. Misses a dunk, but got fouled by Gordon. Are we sure about that? Gordon not complaining, so it might have just been a little bit of a shove.
He tried to dunk on Gordon. Yeah, that's a foul. Got him all on the arm. No ball.
Oh, yeah, 100%. So Towns to the free throw line here.
Again, you had down on the other offensive possession. One more pass, you had Porter wide open in the corner. I know he's just 2 for 8, 0 for 2, but
he does have a bunch of rebounds.
He gets going, right? Watch out.
Free throw number 1 for Towns is up and in. He'll have one more. That's an interesting stat right there on the TV. It's sponsored, but I'm not going to say the sponsor, but start of the game, Nuggets were 4.5-point favorites Right now, they're 12.5-point favorites. Second free throw, Towns. That one gets the roll. Michael Porter Jr. gets it into Jamal Murray. Nuggets lead it here by 14. Murray has it up the right sideline, guarded by Edwards. Gets a pick from Jokic, moves off of that. He's at the nail. Backs up, throws off over to Jokic, back over to Murray in the paint. Over Gobert, it's blocked. He was caught in no man's land there. Edwards going coast to coast on KCP. Layup good. Timeout Denver. Nugget lead. See, there's that little thing I was telling you about. Can you get it to 23 before they get it to 8? Now it's a 12-point lead for Denver on the Altitude Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio has Brett Kane at 6 in the morning. You need talent, okay? Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane at 7.
More and more listeners every day. Thank you for growing with us.
Dempsey and Company at 10.
Is this the quarterback that you wanted?
Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC at noon.
Bad day of golf is better than a good day of work.
Right. Kreckman and Lindahl bring it home from 3 to 6.
Just a couple of dudes that take in sports like you.
Denver Sports Talk. Get it all. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
The NBA app is everyone's app. Every fan of every team.
Oh, my goodness.
Everyone who follows LeBron, Tatum, and Embiid in the app. Every warrior who's ready to go to battle over three-point percentages. Every streetwear king who's here for the tunnel fits. Every young buck, nugget, and grizzly who wants to take a peek behind the scenes of the league. And everyone else on this floating basketball we call Earth. Download the NBA app today. Available in the Google Play, Apple app, and Android stores.
Hey, Colorado, it's the season to save big on a new Jeep or Ram truck at Johnson Auto Plaza. The Johnsons are offering huge incentives all month when you buy a new Jeep or new Ram truck. Shop their 40 acres of inventory in person or online at johnsonautoplaza.com. Expect more and get more at Johnson Auto Plaza, where first-time buyers become lifetime customers every day. North of E470 on Highway 85, johnsonautoplaza.com.
When friends and family come to visit, do what I do and take the short drive up the hill to Central City. It's only 30 minutes from the west side of town via I-70 and the Central City Casino Parkway. Central City offers everything your fun-seeking group desires. Hotels, dining, bars open 24/7, a craft brewery, and live casino action day or night. Central City isn't the big box, corporate-owned casino experience. It's Colorado-owned and operated, rich in history. Bring your friends and family, cruise I-70 to the Parkway, and take the 4 lanes to fun.
Hey, Nuggets fans, did you know that nearly 75% of all aluminum ever produced is still in use today? Which means every time you recycle a Ball aluminum can, it gets to come back. For every nail biter, every triumph for the ages, and all the great moments to come, Ball is the official sustainability partner of the Denver Nuggets. So join the recycling revolution. The future is in your hands. Recycle it.
Hey, sports fans, Vic Lombardi here alongside the legendary queen of chicken, Terry Lombardi.
Please don't call me that.
Well, we're here to remind you haven't tried real chicken until you've tried Redbird Farms chicken. Ain't that right, queen of chicken?
Don't call me that.
Find them at King Super, Safeway, and City Market. Redbird Farms chicken, because you can't put a price on great taste. Ain't that right, my queen?
It's delicious, Vic. Just run the jingle.
Grill it, fry it, put it in parm. As long as you make it Redbird Farms.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. The Nuggets and Timberwolves on the Altitude Radio Network.
Nugget lead down to 12. Let's find out why with Katie Winge.
A 9-1 run for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Coach Malone told his team they know they have to run, so we have to make sure that we're sprinting back, stopping the basketball, loading up and showing them a crowd in transition. A lot of chatter from guys in that huddle too. AG saying, get stops, let's get out and run. CB saying, do it now, don't wait.
That's what I'm saying too. See how Denver responds. By the way, Minnesota bench, very animated. A lot of high fives, looks like they still think they can win this thing. So this is going to get serious here, in the final, 19 minutes. Three-pointer joker off the back of the rim.
Can't make a three right now. In Denver settling, Minnesota blew that play up.
Here comes Mike Conley. Conley has it at the point. Horns up action with Gobert and Towns. Towns gets it on the pick and pop, goes to the right hand, jump pass left side, Edwards 3. Missed it, rims out, rebound comes down to Jokic, leaking out as Murray, and he takes a 3. Short and no good. Rebound comes down to Towns. Denver 0-2 after that timeout. Edwards to the rim. Kick out 3, McDaniels. Good.
And Michael cheating all the way into the paint, just can't get out to McDaniels. And Denver's got to find a basket.
And as soon as you say that, here comes Christian Brown up and off the bench here for Denver. Jokic has it at the point. Throws it off in the corner over to Aaron Gordon. Denver just needs a bucket. Throws it back over to Gordon from Jokic. Back over to Jokic, guarded by Towns. Double team. Kick out three, Porter. Oh, my gosh. Hit glass only.
That didn't even touch the rim.
I mean, other than rebounding, it's just not even his night here. Edwards has it, bottom part of the midcourt circle. High pick from Gobert. Edwards, right side Towns. Closed out by Gordon. Back behind him over to Edwards. Halfway home in the third quarter. Edwards has it. He goes to the right hand. Throws out of it over to Towns. Short clock in the corner. Conley three. Got it right at the horn. Minnesota's right back in this thing. They trail by 6.
Again, that's Porter. He had the steal, and he just pulled up. Just not playing aggressive.
Here comes Jokic the other way. He's inside the arc. Throws out of it on top over to Murray. Back over to Jokic. Jokic starts backing down Towns. Back behind him, Murray three. No good again.
Well, one of them legs down from Murray starting to wear down a little bit. This is last three.
15-1 run by Minnesota. Conley spins away from KCP. Back behind him over to Towns. Left side now it's Edwards. Edwards goes to the left hand. Crossover move on Gordon. Can't get past him. Now he runs into Jokic. Skip pass stolen by KCP. Somebody just get a bucket here and then calm down. KCP gets fouled by Conley up the floor.
You almost want to think about maybe an early get for Jamal. He's over there on the side, kind of arms on his hips. He's missed his last 3 shots short.
Naz Reid going to come in. Gobert goes out.
Got to get Gordon a little more active, too. Just 2 of 4, 4 points. Been great defensively.
KCP looks in. Denver just needs a bucket. It's a 15-1 run by Minnesota. Jokic drives in on Towns to the mid-post. Towns gives him a little shove. Jokic maintains the dribble. Murray, right side Casey. Casey goes to the left hand. Short clock. Tough two. Air ball. Rebound Brown. Put back. Will count if it goes, and it does.
Wow. Christian sitting and telling everybody, let's go, let's go.
61-53. Nuggets lead it by 8. Anthony Edwards has it on the high left side. He throws right side to Reed. In the corner, Towns three. That one misses. Rebound tipped around. Grabbed by Towns in the corner. He loses the basketball. Picks it back up. Behind him is Edwards. Closed out by Aaron Gordon. Goes to the right hand. Stripped out of his hands, off his leg, and out of bounds. That should be Denver basketball. Unless I just misread that thing completely.
Looked like got a little hip on that.
Well, nobody's arguing, so maybe I just missed it. We are in club level up here.
202.
The 202. And here we go. Edwards looks in. 5 on the shot clock. Lob it in over to Towns. Towns drives right in on Jokic. Reverse side layup up and in.
Yeah, that's Reggie Jackson. He's in now, but he's got to be better defensively, letting that ball come in so easy and then vacating.
Christian Brown has it at the point for Denver. Back over to Jokic. Jokic guarded by Towns. Hands it off behind him over to Reggie. 8 on the shot clock. Reggie goes to the right hand, back to Jokic. He'll try another 3. Off the back of the rim again and no good.
0 for 4.
Rebound comes down to Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it. Left side, he throws it over to Conley. Back over to Edwards. Edwards, guarded by Christian Brown. Right side, Conley. In the corner, Towns 3. Rims out. Rebound down to KCP.
Got to get a bucket.
Yeah, here comes Aaron Gordon. Other than that, Christian Brown, really quick putback. They haven't done much. Still a 15-3 run by Minnesota. Left side is Jokic. Jokic guarded by Karl Anthony Towns.
So no movement.
Puts it on the floor. Gets to the dotted line. Has it knocked away. It's a breakaway for Anthony Edwards. Dunk. 2 hands. Timeout Denver. Nugget lead is down to 4. 61-57 on the Altitude Radio Network.
Like most of us, Lisa was a true dog lover, and she really loved our pugapoo, Jasper, at Williams Jewelers.
So, her fiancé Mark had a brilliant proposal idea.
He took her for lunch around the corner, and as they walked down 3rd Avenue, he suggested they pop in Williams Jewelers to see our Jasper.
When Lisa bent down to give Jasper a hug, she noticed a shiny bag tied with a ribbon to Jasper's jeweled collar.
It's for you, sweetheart. Open it, he said. Inside was the diamond engagement ring Lisa had always dreamed of. When she turned around, Mark was on one knee.
Jasper couldn't have been prouder. I'm Michelle Williams.
And I'm Bruce Williams from Williams Jewelers. It's for those precious moments in time, the moments that change everything, that we love what we do.
And we are here for you.
Williams Jewelers, we can make diamonds a part of your life.
Williams Jewelers, where Colorado shines. In Cherry Creek North on 3rd Avenue between Fillmore and Detroit. And right now on the web at williamsjewelers.net.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver and Minnesota on the Altitude Radio Network.
It's a big run here for Minneapolis. 19-3 run, Scotty, over the last 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Denver getting outscored 19-8 in the quarter.
A lot of just standing. When Joker got there, got that ball knocked away, and just stood and watching. You can't have guys afraid to be scorers in this time of the game.
And you had a good point. Jamal Murray finally gets a breather on the bench here for Denver. Reggie Jackson gets a pick from Jokic. Horrible pass. I don't know what Reggie was thinking there. Just threw that thing right away. Back the other way is Anthony Edwards. Edwards has it at the point. Guarded by KCP. Throws it out on top to Reed in the corner. Walker 3. Missed it long. Rebound down to KCP. Outlet pass off over to Nikola Jokic. Jokic gets it across the timeline. He has it inside the arc against Towns. Jokic got that look in his eye now. Jump pass behind him, Casey. Left side, Christian. Christian back over to Joker. Joker has it against Towns. He gets in the paint. Fade away.
Nope.
Too strong. Rebound down to Edwards.
Won't shoot that hook. He's got that.
Edwards has it up the left sideline. He'll take a 3. That one's no good. Rebound down to Christian Brown. Get a bucket. 2 minutes left to go in the period. Brown has it on the high left side. Gets a pick there from Nikola Jokic. Throws it off over to Joker, who straddles the three-point line. Cross-court three-pointer, Pope. That one's too strong. Denver can't score, bro.
Denver 1 of 9 from threes right now.
Back the other way comes Alexander Walker. Walker has it at the midcourt circle. Left side over to Edwards. Good thing is Minnesota's not making a bunch of shots either. Towns down the lane gets fouled by Justin Holiday.
See, here's the difference. And I give Jamal credit. You got Reggie in now. Jamal at least makes Towns kind of work in the post. Reggie just spins off of him, has a layup. Just gives him a shove. He's going to get 2 more free throws.
Denver is, though, dominating on second chance points, though, Scotty. 16-4.
Well, this is about to be a 2-point game, and you're up. What's your big lead? It was 20.
Free throw number 1 for Towns. That one's good. He got the roll. Here comes Jamal Murray right back in the game for Denver.
Can't hang your head. Now you got to get back in attack mode. It just feels Denver's played slow the last 4 minutes of this quarter.
Second free throw for Towns. That one's good. Nugget lead down to 2. 1 possession game, 61-59. Here comes Jamal Murray. Murray picked up the length of the floor by Alexander Walker. Top of the key over to Jokic. Hands it off over to Brown. Back over to Murray. Now right side is Jokic. Jokic puts it on the floor against Towns. He backs him down. Fade away. Yes, finally.
Just Denver's 10th point in the quarter.
4-point lead now for the Nuggets. Top of the key is Towns, guarded by Christian Brown. He goes to the left hand, drives in on Christian. Layup is up and in.
Got away with a lot of elbows.
Boy, Timber's beating him up the floor here. KCP has it. Back over to Jokic. Drives in on McDaniels. That's goaltending on Naz Reid.
He hit the glass. I'm not sure what Conley's arguing about.
Denver leads it by 4, 65-61. Less than a minute to go.
KCP subbed out. I'm not sure you're allowed to sub in and out
on a goaltend. That's not
goaltending.
That's not a dead play. You could take a timeout and do it, but that wouldn't make any sense.
Well, they've already used 2 this quarter. Denver was waiting to put Porter back in, and as soon as they saw him at the scores table, they grabbed Edwards in his last 56 seconds.
Here comes Mike Conley. Conley has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by KCP. Shoves him out of the way, throws it in over to Towns. Towns guarded by Christian Brown. Ball deflected and stolen, Casey. Over to Holiday. Defense is back, though. Holiday picks up his dribble. Bounce pass kicked out of bounds by Naz Reid.
Ooh, you had McDaniels on Joker on the block if Justin can get that ball down there.
Michael Porter Jr. back on the floor now for Denver. He's got to get something going in the fourth quarter, does Mike.
2 for 9, 0 for 3.
Holiday looks in, throws it off over to Jamal Murray. Nuggets lead it by 4. Loses the basketball. Edwards stripped him clean. Gets down the lane. Dunk! 2 hands. Denver lead back down to 2.
Just getting physical with Jamal. Couldn't handle it.
Jamal will try it again against Anthony Edwards. Brings it up the left sideline. Difference between game and shot clock here is 7.3 seconds. Murray has it at the bottom part of the midcourt circle. High pick Jokic. Murray back over to Joker. Head fake. Drives in on Towns. Fade away. Air ball. Late whistle. Foul called on Towns.
Don't have a challenge, remember.
That's number 4 on him. They didn't want to call that one.
But it was an air ball.
Yeah.
Showing Jamal just got his pocket picked on that last one by Edwards. Those are big plays. He's contested, but you're the point guard in this team. Can't have that, you know.
Jokic to the free throw line. Obviously, all the free throws from here on out are big. First one's up and in. Second free throw for Joker. KCP was going to come in for Murray, but too late to the table. Second free throw's up and in. Naz Reid rolls the basketball into Anthony Edwards. 11.9 seconds left to go in the period. Minnesota looking for an oh-by-the-way bucket. Denver leads it by 4. High left side is Edwards, guarded by Gordon. 3 seconds. Sidestep 3. Good! It's a 1-point game heading into the fourth quarter. Joker from 80 feet won't go, and there's the horn. What a third quarter by the Minnesota Timberwolves. We got ourselves a good old-fashioned ball game. Fourth and finals up next on the Altitude Radio Network.
Mark Springer here for Bet365, and at Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We believe that every sport should be epic. Every basket, every game, every point, every play. From the moments that are legendary to the ones that fly under the radar. Whether it's a three-pointer at the buzzer to tie the game, or a player goes 2 for 2 at the foul line. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only, must be present in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Andy Lindahl for my friend Ed Prather. Well, we're to that time of year again. It's the spring, and that means that the real estate market is about to pick up. Mortgage rates have lowered going into the spring selling season, and now is the time to act to maximize your equity. Ed Prather has the plan and experience to sell your home fast and for maximum cash this spring. Are you worried about costly repairs or upgrade needed to sell your home? Ed Prather will sell your home guaranteed, get your home sold by a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will sell it for free. No required repairs, no long-term contracts, and you can cancel at any time. Chrissy and Javi in Castle Rock share this story. It was a struggle, an unfortunate divorce, and to make things worse, over 160 days without receiving any offers on our home. Ed Prather took over and had the property under contract in only 3 days at $30,000 over asking price. Ed was a hero. Ed Prather is the only real estate agent I trust and recommend, and the agent who will sell your home guaranteed. Reach out to Ed Prather and his team, 720-650-4959, or go online at edprather.com. That's Ed, Prather.com.
Nuggets fans, you always show up and make the game what it is. So we think you deserve a better betting experience.
For a limited time at Fanatic Sportsbook, bet and get up to $1,000 in bonus bets over 10 days. Welcome to the most rewarding sportsbook, Fanatic Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the Denver Nuggets. Bonus bets expire within 7 days. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatic Sportsbook app. Must be 21 plus and present in Colorado. Have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's something special about Colorado beef. It's just better. You know it and I know it. And that's where Centennial Cuts comes in. Hey, it's Mark Mosier. You know, the Larson family has been in the cattle business for generations, and they know what Coloradans want. Premium, high-quality beef, sustainably raised and finished on locally grown grains to give it that beautiful marbling and texture. Whether it's incredible individual cuts, the bundles, jerky, sausage, or even treats for your pet, it's all delicious and, yes, the highest quality. It's because Centennial Cuts cares. They're responsible stewards of the land. So when you want wholesome and delicious beef for your family, go to CentennialCuts.com. It's even sent right to your home. So don't wait. Go online and order now. Trust me, when you taste it, you will never go back. Remember the name. For the best beef you can find, it's CentennialCuts.com.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. The Nuggets and Timberwolves on the Altitude Radio Network.
Brutal third quarter for Denver. Let's go find out what happened in the timeout huddle with Katie Wingy.
Well, DeAndre Jordan gathered the guys together and said, we're still winning this game. We have to stay together. He said they made a run, so what? They're a good team. Now it's our turn to make a run. Coach Malone said 12 minutes. We have to go and take it, though. This is when we have to earn.
It'll be Minnesota basketball to begin the fourth quarter. It's a game 7. You lead it by 1 heading into the fourth quarter. You have no reason why not to win it. Gobert, split-legged jumper, and a foul called on Denver.
Jumping up in the air, just throws it up left hand and banks in. They're going to call a foul on Gordon, who tried to go straight up. You could almost challenge this.
Yeah, you could. So Gobert for the end one, and Minnesota's going to be back in the lead for the first time since, I believe, the first quarter. That one's no good. Rebound down to Porter. Denver's down by a point. I'm telling you, the first one to 80 wins this thing. Here comes Jamal Murray. Murray has it left side of the midcourt circle. You need everybody here. Murray turns the corner, gets a high pick from Jokic. Another pick from Jokic. Goes to the left hand, gets down the lane. Jump past Joker, another three.
He didn't want it that time.
Gotta shoot it, does. Rims out, rebound down to Edwards.
That can't be your best offense.
Here comes Conley the other way. Off to a cutter Gobert. Down low to Naz Reid. Hook shot. Good.
Oh, my. He lost it going up, but it still went in.
Nuggets are down by 3. Here comes Jokic the other way. Guarded by Gobert. Gets down the lane. Gets tripped up. That's going to be a foul on either Naz Reid or Rudy Gobert here. Take your pick.
Rudy just with 2. Naz just 1, so neither one of them.
That's going to be on Gobert. It should be anyway.
Yeah.
And it is.
Well, they're going to say no drive. He was driving the basketball. What was he going to do with it?
I thought it was supposed to go on the gather. Whatever. Denver basketball across the way. Crowd getting a little antsy here in Denver, Colorado. Christian Brown inbound over to Jamal Murray. Murray gets a high pick from Jokic. Murray gets down the lane. Stopped by Gobert. Throws it back off over to Joker. He gets down the lane. Bank shot up and in. Denver down by 1, 70-69. I know the two-man game is your bread and butter, but Denver's got to get other dudes involved here. Like Porter needs to just hit 2 shots. Naz Reid for 3. That one's off the back of the rim. Long rebound. McDaniels throws it off over to Edwards. In the corner, Conley. Back behind him, McDaniels. Spin move. Throws an elbow at Murray. Layup is up and in.
Right now, Denver, they got 2 players that Minnesota's just trying to attack defensively.
Here comes Nikola Jokic. Jokic has it inside the arc. Throws it off over to Murray. Back over to Jokic. Cross-court pass, Christian. Kick out over to Porter. Sidestep 3. Yes, finally. There you go, son. Denver ties the ball game up at 72. Mike Conley has it the other way. Conley has it, bottom part of the midcourt circle. We play 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Conley throws it on the right side over to Anthony Edwards. Back over to Conley. In the corner, McDaniels. Entry pass, Gobert against Gordon. Knocked out of his hands. They're going to call foul on Denver? Again, that outside official. Same dude.
Right now, Minnesota coming out physical. There wasn't a lot of contact. That's just an uncoordinated guy with the ball down low.
And here we go.
2 fouls on Denver.
Edwards looks in. Throws it in off over to Gobert. Guarded by Jokic. He spins on Jokic. He gets... And we got another whistle.
This will be Joker. Third team foul. 9:40 to go.
Says he grabbed him.
He had him around the waist.
And Conley looks in. Shot clock once again reset to 14. Inbound goes to Edwards. Edwards has it left side of the midcourt circle. Gets a high pick from Gobert. Throws it left side over to Conley. Conley guarded by Murray. Short clock. Shoots a three. Good.
Oh, my goodness.
Denver down by 3, 75-72. Inbound goes to Jokic. Jokic has it across the timeline. He's inside the arc. Guarded by Karl Anthony Towns. Gets double teamed. Throws it off over to Porter. Porter goes to the right hand. Wing pass over to Jokic for 3. No good again.
Joker shooting too many threes. They're all long. Got to be a better play.
Edwards has it on the high right side. Guarded by Christian Brown. He gets a pick from Gobert. Edwards goes to the left hand. Throws it on the right side to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Edwards from McDaniels. Edwards has it. Gets bumped. He's in the paint. Knocked out of his hands and a steal for Jokic. Loose ball comes down to Porter. Porter's across the timeline. 3-on-2 Denver. Down low Gordon. Kick out 3 Porter. Missed it short. Rebound tip. And grabbed by Karl Anthony Towns. Here comes Conley the other way. Nuggets are down by 3. 75-72. Gobert in the paint, missed a dunk, but got fouled by Christian Brown.
No one wanted to go, but you got Murray and Gordon who are playing on this entire half. They look gassed. Neither one of them made the effort to go over. Christian Brown saved the layup. Denver looks like the gassed team right now.
They are not the aggressor, as we talked about in the pregame show.
And they were earlier.
Free throw number 1 by Rudy. That one is up and in. Let's pause 10 seconds for legal ID on the Altitude Radio Network.
KKSE-FM Broomfield, Denver. This is Denver Nuggets basketball. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
One more free throw coming up for Rudy. By the way, gang, stay tuned to the post-game show for tonight's electrifying play of the game. Brought to you by Independent Electrical Contractors, Rocky Mountain. Second free throw is up and in. Denver down 5 in the fourth quarter. They led by 1 to begin the period. Jokic has it inside the arc over to Gordon. Jokic 3. Got one finally. Denver's within 2, 77-75. Anthony Edwards has it. 8 minutes to go in one of these two teams' seasons. Edwards has it on the high right side. He's guarded now by KCP. They jump him. Throws it in the corner. Catch and go. It's Walker. Opposite corner, McDaniels. Throws it off the legs of Porter and out of bounds. Why'd they reset the shot clock?
Yeah, they did. 14.
No. There should be 4.3 on that shot clock. It's not even 5. It's 4.3. Is Minnesota calling a timeout here? They are. There's 5 on the shot clock now, but it should be less than that. We're back in a moment on the Altitude Radio Network.
Spring is in the air in Colorado, and it's the perfect time to explore new Mazda offers at McDonald Mazda West in Lakewood, such as 0% APR financing for up to 36 months on new Mazda CX-30, CX-5, CX-50, and CX-90 models. Whether you're gearing up for summer adventures or simply seeking comfort while sitting in traffic on I-25, with over 400 new Mazdas to choose from, we've got you covered. Visit us today in Lakewood or visit McDonaldMazdaWest.com. Not all customers qualify with approved credit. Contact dealer for complete details.
Win a Ford Bronco Sport at Century Casino and Hotel Central City this Memorial Day. Play Buck and Bronco every weekend through May 27th. Winners picked every half hour, playing for free play and finalist entries. Triple prizes awarded in each nightly finale. Play on Tuesdays and Fridays earns bonus entries for weekend drawings. Plus, each Sunday earn entries for the finalist barrel. Take I-70 to exit 243 to the 4-lane Central City Parkway. If you believe you have a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's C-Mac for Ed Prather. Mortgage rates have lowered going to the spring selling season, and now is the time to act to maximize your equity. Ed Prather has the plan and experience to sell your home fast and maximum cash this spring. He just did it for me. It was amazing. Ed Prather will sell your home guaranteed. Get your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he'll sell it for free. We didn't have that issue. The house was on sale for a weekend, and Ed got it done. Chrissy in Castle Rock. It was a struggle. An unfortunate divorce made things worse over 160 days without receiving any offers on our home. Ed Prather took over. The property was under contract in 3 days. That's the same as me at $30,000 over asking price. Ed Prather's the only real estate agent I trust and recommend, the agent who will sell your home guaranteed. 720-650-4959, edprather.com, edprather.com.
Some of those old injuries, they begin to creep up and things begin to start hurting again. I finally got to the point where I'm like, I can't just wake up and know my knee's going to be bothering me and push through this on a daily basis.
Old football injuries can't keep former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter down, so he decided to check out all the natural regenerative pain treatments at QC Kinetics.
I was fortunate enough to obviously sit down with QC and kind of understand your body still has the ability to heal in it. We just need to give it a little bit of a boost.
Exactly. QC Kinetics concentrates on your body's own healing agents in your painful hips, shoulders, knees, or back.
Everyone can say, well, you need to replace this or replace that, but it's no surprise to see people being willing to try this first, especially when it has such great results.
QC Kinetics treatments take place the same day, right in the office, no downtime. Call today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate. Call QC Kinetics at 303-900-8986. Locations in Superior, Aurora, and Colorado Springs.
Mile High Playoff Basketball, Denver and Minnesota on the Altitude Radio Network.
Denver Nuggets are 3 of 15 from downtown in the second half. That little nugget of the game brought to you by Redbird Farms. What real chicken tastes like. More info at redbirdfarms.com. The crowd's trying to will this team to a win. Denver down by 2. 5 on the shot clock here for Minnesota. Alexander Walker looks in. Throws it off to Gobert. Gobert spins on Jokic. Fade away. Oh, my goodness. How does he even make that?
Well, you get lucky like that. Watch out. That's the third lucky basket they made here in the second half.
Jokic has it on a post up against Cat. Backs him down. He's in the paint. Throws it off down low to Gordon. Leans in on Gobert. Misses a bunny. Got his own rebound. Throws it in the corner and threw it away. Loose ball McDaniels. Foul on Gordon coming back the other way.
And that's a bonus now. So 5-1 free throws. And that just shows you right there. You got a fadeaway left hand, just throw it up in the air, swish by Gobert, and Gordon misses a dunk. And Minnesota in the bonus for 7:23.
AG has 5 fouls in the game. McDaniel to the free throw line. First one's on the way. That one is up and in.
Back to 5. Chance to be 6 right here. Timberwolves' biggest lead in that first quarter was 7. Not a smart foul by Gordon.
Frustration foul. Second free throw is up and in. Nuggets are down by a half a dozen. And here comes Nikola Jokic the other way for Denver. Jokic has it between the rings. Throws it off over to Aaron Gordon inside the arc. Back over to Jokic. Jokic goes to the left hand. Guarded by Gobert. Throws it back behind him over to Murray. Murray back over to Jokic. Jokic on Gobert. Gets fouled. Shot will not count. Did not go anyway.
Well, Gobert, this is third foul, so he's got a couple more here in the next couple minutes. He can play real physical with Nikola.
That'll be Denver basketball on the side here, and KCP will look in. Throws it off over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon, left side, Jokic, step back. Gets fouled by Towns on a fake and rake.
That's Towns' fifth.
And Joker's smart enough to get the sixth on him. But it's got to be super obvious because they don't want to foul anybody out here.
Yeah, they're going to leave Towns in, too.
KCP looks in, throws it off over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon has it inside the arc. Hands it off over to Murray. Murray goes to the left hand. Back behind him over to Jokic. Jokic may be looking to get a foul. Shoots a three. Got it again. Nuggets are within three. 81-78. Anthony Edwards has it right side of the midcourt circle. Horns up action here from Minnesota. Edwards comes off of that, guarded by KCP. High pick from Gobert. Denver hedges that pick and roll. Fade away Edwards. No good. Rebound fought for. Foul on the rebound. Whistle against Denver.
Oh, they're
and Jokic.
I tell you what, Gobert got away with a good job offensive block out. He kind of shoved. I mean, he just shoved Joker away. Joker grabbed his arm. Kind of the second guy getting caught on that one right there.
So free throws here for Gobert.
29 for Murray, 28 for Joker. KCP 5, Gordon 4, and Porter 7.
Yeah. Free throw number 1 for Rudy is up and in, and he'll have one more.
He's making free throws tonight, didn't he? 6 of 8.
It's pretty good for him.
Stats would say he would miss this.
Stats would suggest he would miss this. That's correct. So here's a missed free throw coming up by Rudy Gobert. And he switched it. Denver down by 5. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray.
Leaving Gordon in with 5.
Throws it off inside the arc over to KCP, guarded by Conley. KCP right side over to Jokic. Jokic drives in on Naz Reid. Throws out of it over to Murray. Left side Casey. In the corner, Porter 3. Missed it again. Rebound down to Jokic. Gets fouled on his way back up and no whistle. Loose ball comes out over to Anthony Edwards. He gets fouled on the other end and no whistle.
Call.
Wow.
Edwards got slam fouled. I mean, that should have been a foul. But they didn't call it on Joker, who got hammered by Reed.
Yeah, he was like over the back. Edwards was. Back-to-back no calls. Inbound goes to Edwards. Over halfway home now in the fourth quarter. Edwards goes to the right hand. He's inside the arc. Guarded by KCP. Gets a pick from illegal pick on Gobert. This is getting a little crazy here.
Gobert wants him to challenge, but guess what you can't do?
Challenge.
It's a fourth on Gobert.
Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. Denver's down by 5. They got to get a bucket here. Murray has it at the midcourt circle. He goes to the right hand. Stutter step and a drive on Naz Reid. Fade away. Good. Denver's within 3, 83-80.
First one to 90.
Here comes Mike Conley. Conley walks it out over to the midcourt circle. Gets a high pick from Gobert. Moves off of that. Left side, Naz Reid. In the corner is Anthony Edwards. Picked up by Pope. Top of the key, Naz Reid. Goes to the left hand. Leans in. Finger roll layup is good.
Joker got 2 flat-footed in his set.
Timeout Denver. Nuggets are down to nickel. Just over 5 minutes left to go in somebody's season on the Altitude Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio has Brett Kane at 6 in the morning.
You need talent, okay?
Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane at 7.
More and more listeners every day. Thank you for growing with us.
Dempsey and Company at 10.
Is this the quarterback that you wanted?
Columbus, Hastings, and D-Mac at noon.
A bad day of golf is better than a good day of work.
Right.
Kreckman and Lindahl bring it home from 3 to 6.
Just a couple of dudes that take in sports like you.
Denver's Sports Talk. Get it all. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
The NBA playoffs are here, and we all know playoff mode is a thing. Listen to the evidence. Playoff crowds are going wild. Playoff players are lighting up the court. Even your speakers are in playoff mode.
Okay, we'll take it down a notch, but just a notch, because this is the turn it up to 11 NBA playoffs. Playoff mode is clearly a thing.
This is what you love about playoff basketball.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel continue on ABC, ESPN, and TNT.
This joyful sound is the No More Chemo bell at Intermountain Health St. George Hospital, and it means that Sarah Parker beat cancer. It also means her doctor spotted it early enough to treat, and that her oncologist helped her fight it every step of the way. It means that her nurse helped her keep track of medicines, and that a case manager made the whole experience just a little bit easier. Every time we hear that bell, it reminds us that all things are possible when we work together. It reminds us of the power of we. Intermountain Health.
Nuggets fans, you always show up and make the game what it is. So we think you deserve a better betting experience. For a limited time at Fanatic Sportsbook, bet and get up to $1,000 in bonus bets over 10 days. Welcome to the most rewarding sportsbook, Fanatic Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the Denver Nuggets. Bonus bets expire within 7 days. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatic Sportsbook app. Must be 21 plus and present in Colorado. Have a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There are trucks. Then there's the truck. GMC Sierra, with available features like the V8 engine, the ultimate luxury interior, and of course, the available world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. Not just any truck, the truck. GMC's continued commitment to professional-grade engineering is on full display at your Colorado GMC dealers. Come take a test drive today and see for yourself. We are professional-grade GMC.
Altitude Sports Radio 92.5 is the home of Mile High playoff basketball. And we're teaming up with the Nuggets to bring you some amazing prizes, like an autographed basketball, an autographed jersey, a gift card to Altitude Authentics, and tickets to a Nuggets playoff game.
Hope you're not awake yet. You are now.
Listen all day Wednesday and Thursday for keywords to text and enter. You can also enter at nuggets.com/playoff. It's the Mile High playoff sweepstakes from the Nuggets and Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
Denver Nuggets playoff basketball. The Nuggets and Timberwolves on the Altitude Radio Network.
5 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in somebody's season, and Denver is down by 5 in game number 7 at home to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Winner moves on to the Western Conference Finals against the Dallas Mavericks. Denver basketball coming out of the timeout. KCP lobs it in over to Aaron Gordon. You got to get going, man. Minnesota extremely confident on their bench during that last break. Hands it off over to Jokic. Jokic dribble handoff to Murray. Murray gets to the dotted line. Jump shot up and in. 85-82. Denver down by 3. Murray picks up Conley the length of the floor.
Don't foul, though.
Conley has it across the timeline. Brings it back out over to the midcourt circle. He goes to the right hand, throws it off over to Naz Reid. Got bumped by Murray. Hands it off behind him to Edwards. 7 on the shot clock. Edwards now guarded by Murray. Edwards split the defenders. In the corner, Naz Reid 3. Missed it. Rebound tip. Gobert got it. Back behind him, Edwards. Head fake on the 3. He backs up to the right side of the midcourt circle. Goes to the left hand. He's down the lane. Leans in. Layup. No good. Rebound Reid. Missed it but got fouled.
Yeah, Michael just stood and watched the shot. Naz Reid came in there and got the layup.
That's a foul on Casey, right?
You're down 3 with 4 to go. Every shot, you can't give extra shots. This is already a second opportunity on an offensive rebound by Rudy. And number 2 is one to check for a flagrant.
Naz Reid to the free throw line.
The 9th and 10th free throw, I believe.
Free throw number 1 is up and in for Naz Reid. He'll have one more.
Excuse me, 8th and 9th free throw in this quarter for Minnesota. Denver has yet to shoot one.
Wow. Second free throw is good. Denver down by 5 again, 87-82.
Got to get a stop.
And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray picks it up, guarded by Anthony Edwards. He gets to the bottom part of the midcourt circle. Got to find some sort of a run, some sort of a rhythm here. Murray has it. He goes to the point, turns the corner, gets down the lane on Naz Reid, goes to the left hand, throws it off to Joker in the paint. Spin move. Block shot. Loose ball down to Conley. Conley has it. Behind him over to Anthony Edwards. Denver starting to run out of time. A bucket here kills you. Got to get a stop. Edwards has it on the high right side. Throws it left side over to McDaniels. In the corner to Naz Reid. Back out to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 4. Edwards 3. Short. Dog toe from the baseline by Naz Reid.
And again, you don't block out Naz Reid. 2 offensive rebounds. Denver's season starting to cook away.
A steal by Conley. Murray coughed it up. Over to Reid. Kick out 3, Edwards. Got it. Timeout, Denver. They're down by 10 with 3:05 to go. And we're back in 60 seconds on the Altitude Radio Network.
This is Dan Kaplis. As you know, we're all endowed by our Creator with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But one of the ways those rights get ripped away is by violence on our roadways. There are so many violent crashes caused by reckless drivers speeding and weaving like a bat out of hell. They're often drugged, drunk, or both, but they clearly don't give a darn about your life or the lives of your children. I've spent 39 years of my working life standing up for good people whose lives have been torn apart by reckless drivers. I have a proven track record of making these reckless drivers and their insurance companies pay in full. We are the only firm in Colorado history to win 5 straight multi-million-dollar jury verdicts in Colorado crash cases. We are a serious firm for serious cases. We accept righteous injury cases on a percentage fee basis. If you need my help, please give us a call at 303-770-5551 or hit dankapleslaw.com.
Mile High Playoff Basketball. Denver and Minnesota on the Altitude Radio Network.
Nuggets offense has disappeared in the second half, Scott. Just 29 points in the third and fourth quarter so far.
Yeah, Minnesota's calling a timeout on the back of that. This is probably to get everybody that's in there a lot more rest and relaxation. Denver went to a super short bench, and I just think these guys, some of these guys are worn out. KCP, right. Murray, and even Nikola.
Yeah, they're tired. So back-to-back timeouts. We'll keep this one here this time around.
Denver's done this before. 3:05. There's still plenty of time, but you've got to be almost perfect on both ends.
Right.
And Denver has not been perfect for very often here in this second half.
Boy, how about that, though? If this thing pans out the way it looks like it's going to, you have 4 home games in the second round of the playoffs, and you lose 3 of them.
I don't know how about that.
I mean, that's insanity. It's like, why do you fight so hard to get home court advantage if you can't defend it?
Remember, Denver led 58-38, so Denver scored 24 points. To 54, what is it, 24?
Yeah.
That is a meltdown of colossal proportions of a team during the regular season was as good as anybody offensively.
Denver basketball out of the timeout. KCP looks in, throws it off over to Jamal Murray. Murray guarded by Edwards. He goes to the right hand. Now back to the left. He's at the midcourt circle. Throws it off inside the arc over to Aaron Gordon. Gordon shovel pass Jokic. Head fake on the 3. Spin move back over to Murray. Murray goes to the left hand. Turns the corner. He's at the nail. Back over to Jokic in a 3. Rims out. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Naz Reid. And now Minnesota will play clock. They can get it down to about 2:20-ish and still get a good shot off. Conley has it at the midcourt circle. Basically looking for a game winner are the Minnesota Timberwolves, up by 10 with 2:20 to go. Three-pointer Edwards. Off the back, no good. Rebound down to Murray. You can't miss another shot. You have to score. Murray has it at the point. You miss, you lose. Murray gets a pick from Jokic, moves off of that. Bounce pass to Joker. Murray throws it away again. And a foul, I think, against Gobert trying to get it back from Joker.
Yeah, but the good thing for Minnesota, Just their fourth in the bonus. Denver yet to shoot a free throw in this quarter. But a really tough pass. Actually, they call that on Conley or Gobert?
I think it's on Gobert. So Denver basketball across the way.
You're right, though. They have to be perfect. Can't miss a shot.
You can't miss a shot, and you can't let them make a shot because they're going to play clock. So if you do basketball math, you got about, 6 possessions left here. Inbound goes to Jokic. Spins on Gobert. Fadeaway. Missed it, but got fouled.
The first free throws of this quarter for Denver. They're getting out shot 24-14. Minus 10 at the free throw line, which is a difference in the game. That might be it for Gobert. We'll bring in Towns, who he also has 5.
Joker to the free throw line here.
Now the winner of this game, which right now looks like Minnesota, will get to host Dallas.
Yeah.
With Oklahoma City losing.
Free throw by Joker is up and in. He'll have one more. Second free throw. Good for Joker. Nuggets are down by 8. So now they can get it down to about 145 and still get a good shot off here. Again, Denver has to get a stop. Conley has it at the midcourt circle, guarded by KCP. They can't make a bucket. Edwards back over to Conley. Conley has it knocked out of his hands. He falls on it on the ground. That's a jump ball. Either between KCP and Conley or Jokic and Conley.
They pointed to KCP. Joker with a near steal. Conley trying to call a timeout while on the floor.
So it's going to be Conley and KCP with the jump ball. You think Denver would win this here?
You have nowhere to tip it.
By the way, Christian Brown in for Porter now. He's going to tip it between Murray and Jokic. Denver hits a quick 3. They'll be within 5. They win the tip. Tap controlled by Conley. It was stolen by Brown. It's loose on the ground. Now picked up by McDaniels, and he's tied up with Murray. Another jump ball.
KCP lost that jump. Conley showing them old legs. Remember, his dad at one time was the world record holder in the long jump and the triple jump.
That's true.
Christian trying to get in there to jump. That would have been a better opportunity. Now you got to look to steal the tip. McDaniel's going to try to tip it. Oh, they put Porter in.
Porter back in and Christian Brown out now.
I think Christian saw where the tip was going to go. Porter's got to try to steal it and get in between Towns and Naz Reid.
So Murray against McDaniels here at the midcourt circle. And here we go. Tap control by McDaniels to Naz Reid. Right side over to Anthony Edwards. Short clock for Minnesota. Edwards, jumper, missed it. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Murray. There's a stop. You could really use a 3 here, by the way. Murray has it at the point. Throws it off over to Gordon. Over to Jokic. Jokic inside the arc. Hands it off over to Murray for 3. Missed it. That's a big miss. Rebound comes down to Conley. A foul on Michael Porter Jr., and that should just about wrap it up here in Denver, Colorado. By the way, I'm going to miss someone, so I'm sorry about it, but all year long, I want to thank Alan Baca, Jordan Berg, Cole Smith, Steve Nelson, Jesse Trujillo, Dan Collins, Jordan Berg. Another year is in the books.
Donnie Miskey?
Don Florence, Tom Collins. Free throw number 1 for Conley, no good. And he'll have one more.
Well, he makes this. It's 9. You've got to make threes.
Yeah. It's an 8-point lead right now for Minnesota. Oh, and Mark Bertinoy. Forgot him. Second free throw is up and in. So it's a 9-point lead here for Minnesota with $1:17 left to go in the basketball game. And here comes Jamal Murray. Murray goes to the left hand, throws it off over to Jokic. Jokic drives in on Naz Reid. Throws it cross court over to Murray in the corner. He goes baseline, leans in, layup good. Inbound pass goes to Edwards. Did he tip it out? Edwards. Oh, Murray forced a tip off of Edwards and out of bounds, Scott. They don't have a challenge. So that's Denver basketball. So a three-pointer here makes it a 2-possession game. Inbound goes to Jokic. Jokic at the dotted line. Jump shot. Good. 93-88. Denver's down by 5. They try and trap Edwards. Edwards breaks it with a dribble. Again, Minnesota scores. They're probably going to win with less than a minute to go. But Denver stopped them 3 times in a row. Towns, left side over to Conley. Conley has it at the midcourt circle. 8 on the shot clock. Nuggets got to get a stop. Conley goes to the rim, leans in, layup blocked by Porter. Dunked home by Towns. Nobody blocked him out.
Again, KCP, that was his guy. Just stood and watched.
7-point lead for Minnesota. KCP for 3. Bank no good. Rebound down to Towns, and that'll do it. With a half a minute left to go on the game clock, Nikola Jokic puts his mouthpiece inside of his sock, goes over and congratulates Towns. McDaniels on a circus dunk. Very unprofessional. Tried to bounce it off the floor and dunk that thing home, and KCP wasn't having that. He was trying to throw an exclamation mark on this game, and good for KCP on a hard foul on McDaniels. You don't do that stuff.
If you're classless, you do.
That's true. If you're classless, you do. And McDaniels to the free throw line. First one's up and in. It'll have one more. Second free throw, McDaniels. That one's no good. Rebound down to Jokic. Shot clock is turned off. Denver trails by 8. Jokic has it across the timeline. They let him go right down the lane, and he dunked it home with 13 seconds left to go. Towns inbound over to Conley. In the front court is McDaniels again. 10 seconds left, and he's shoved out of bounds by Jamal Murray.
Well, Denver at 90, so 20-point better than they were in that game 6 in Minnesota, but this is going to put them on the season, I believe, Kaz. 0 for 12 when held under 100.
That's insane. And McDaniels to the free throw line. First one's on the way. That one is up and in.
McDaniels with 22. So we talked about others, right? So Towns had 23. Edwards, you did a pretty good job on, just 16.
Second free throw is good. 9 seconds left to go for Denver. Inbound goes to Jamal Murray. He's across the timeline, spins away from Edwards. 4 seconds left, takes a tough 3. That one's no good. Rebound Towns, and there's the horn. The Denver Nuggets are excused from the Western Conference playoffs. Out of the 4 home games they had against Minnesota, they won 1. Final tonight in game number 7, 98-90, Minnesota over Denver. We'll take a timeout in the postgame show coming up next on the Altitude Radio Network.
Oh, my goodness.
Can't tell you how big that bucket was.
This has been Denver Nuggets basketball with Jason Kosmiski. Coming up, highlights, coaches, and player interviews on the Denver Nuggets postgame. Next on the Altitude Radio Network.
Altitude Sports Radio has Brett Kane at 6 in the morning.
You need talent, okay?
Mosher, Lombardi, and Kane at 7.
More and more listeners every day. Thank you for growing with us.
Dempsey and Company at 10.
Is this the quarterback that you wanted?
Columbus, Hastings, and DMAC at noon.
A bad day of golf is better than a good day of work.
Right. Kreckman and Lindahl bring it home from 3 to 6.
Just a couple of dudes that take in sports like you.
Denver's Sports Talk. Get it all. Altitude Sports Radio 92.5.
You said you could install that ceiling fan yourself, and now you and 3 other houses are without power. Moral of the story? Stay in your lane and turn to Genesis 1-3 Electric for help. Fully licensed, insured, drug tested, and background checked. This locally owned and operated company is ready for any electrical job, big or small. Backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to GenesisElectricalDenver.com. Genesis 1-3. Let there be light.
I got a nightmare phone call that no parent wants to receive.
Someone hit me going 60 miles an hour.
Dr. Ramos came highly recommended. When I showed him the x-rays, he immediately knew exactly what was wrong.
We've had a tremendous experience with Ramos Law. Really, I could not be happier.
Having the car accident was an accident. Finding Ramos Law was no accident.
Injured in a car accident? Ramos Law can help. RamosLaw.com.
Whether you need new appliances for your kitchen, laundry room, or outdoor cooking space, family-owned and operated Mountain High Appliance has you covered. I'm Brad Barnett, president of Mountain High Appliance. As Colorado's #1 choice for appliances for the past 30 years, we offer professional delivery and installation and state-of-the-art showrooms where you can try before you buy. Plus, you're guaranteed the best price with our price match guarantee. When you think appliances, think Mountain High Appliance.
Mountain High Appliance, your favorite appliance store.
Thank you.
Denver Nuggets basketball. This is the Ball Corporation postgame show. The future is in your hands. Recycle it. Here's Mark Bertinoli.
Welcome to your postgame show presented by Ball Corporation. Futures in your hands. Recycle it. I'm Mark Bertinoli coming to you live from Ball Arena here in downtown Denver, Colorado, as tonight the Nuggets season comes to an end as the Minnesota Timberwolves eliminate the Nuggets in 7 games. The Wolves get the 98-90 win tonight. They dominated the second half of this game. Minnesota rallied from 20 points down to beat Denver. The Minnesota Timberwolves won 3 games here in Denver. They won 3 games at Ball Arena, and they take out the Nuggets 4 games to 3. The Nuggets will not defend their NBA championship. All right, coming up here in the post-game show, we will head downstairs. We'll hear from head coach Mike Malone on what he thought happened tonight, and we'll hear from some of the players as well. But first, let's go ahead and listen to the highlights from the second half of this game. Man, the first half felt good, didn't it? Felt good, looked good. Nuggets had a 53-38 lead at halftime. Jamal had 24 points, and the Denver Nuggets were cooking. But the third quarter was a whole different story. The Nuggets could not score. The Timberwolves could not miss, and that would lead